I have a pretty positive community. So normally, if they're ever like, "Oh, we can't hear this guy," or "We can't hear you," they'll let me know.
Yeah, to be fair. Well, I mean, yeah, no. First week of Rocket League, I was streaming all of our team's matches. First week, we had a couple of people in chat going, "Mate, you're like 5 times the volume of your teammates." I'm like, "Oh, what's it?"
Well, you like being dominant, you know. You want to be present in your own stream.
Yeah, precisely. You don't want them to be focusing on the other plebs. It's not what they're there for.
Exactly. My teammates bring the skill. I just bring the camera. You know, I'm just like, yeah, you carry me. I'll film it. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I'm the talent, and you're the ones who are actually doing stuff here. So just...
I'm just a personality.
Let me just sit at the back, not actually do anything, comment about how bad you're playing non-stop. This seems like a fair deal.
Yeah. So, what's the deal with Chrome? Is he not joining us today?
No, he's a bit worried about timing, I think.
Okay.
And you know, having 3 casts is a bit odd anyway, because then it's going to be one person on their own. And so he said, you know, he's a bit worried about timing, and so we might as well just go into it ourselves, and he'll make sure to come in for next ones.
Ah, I see. Okay. Have you got any experience with it?
I have. I've done streams. I've never tried casting before. I just thought it might be fun.
Yeah, that's same situation. So we'll see how this goes. Professional casting coming up.
High quality stuff right here.
Yeah, for real.
Oh.
To be fair, I was taking the mic yesterday before the tournament. I had like the 2 guys from my team and 2 guys from the Squirrel team in Nationals.
Yeah.
And I was just taking a piss, commentating, and then Cinerus was on the stream, and he was like, "Yeah, do you want to cast tomorrow?" I was like, sure, yeah, sounds
good." Well, fair enough. No, I've just been streaming our own games, like all the time, and then, I mean, I do a bit in my free time where I get like no viewers every single time, but even so, I enjoy doing it. So.
Yeah, do it for the passion, man. What's your channel?
It's the Walking Cooper. It's same as everything.
Okay. Just, I mean, I got nothing to do until this tournament starts.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Give you a cheeky...
Yeah. What's yours?
It's Chinny98. So my username on here plus 98 at the end.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, it's definitely. I haven't actually set it up properly at all, to be honest. So.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Very new channel.
Yeah, the whole point was I ended up sort of deciding. I said, you know, I have a decent computer now. I might as well set it up so I can stream the NSE games. I decided to do other stuff as well while I'm at it. So.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, I'm seeing GTA, Dead by Daylight, Rocket League. Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Did you play Dead by Daylight for Halloween?
Oh my, yes.
Yeah. How'd it go?
Yes. I mean, not on Halloween itself, but I was on during the event.
Oh, okay.
Was there something special on Halloween?
No, I don't know. It was the only time I played it.
Oh, right, fair. But no, there was an event on for like the 2 weeks around Halloween.
Okay.
And it was pretty bad.
Bad in what way?
Well, the whole point of the event was they added in like special hooks for the killers. Yeah. And special like things you can harvest for the survivors.
Okay.
And which meant that for the killers, there's like no difference whatsoever to the game. But for the survivors, they all waste their time. They sit there wasting their time like farming these things, not doing any gens. And the killers' win rate went through the roof.
Right.
Because of the event. And then, because the killer's win rate was going up so massively, everyone started queuing in as killer instead of survivor, meaning the queue times for killer were ridiculous. So it was pretty bad during the event, to be perfectly honest, which is why they did a surprise free weekend. Because the whole thing was like falling apart just because the event, they suddenly put the game on free for one weekend when they hadn't really planned it at all. But it was mostly just to respond to this shit, so...
I see. Because, to be fair, I think that free weekend was the only reason why I had it. Like, I probably would have bought it, but horror games aren't my thing.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I mean, it was a good chance for like our recording group to get to try it out, and we had a huge amount of fun on it. And me being basically the only one that knew what we were doing, we did some custom matches where I'm just basically doing whatever I can to scare the shit out of people, but not actually playing the game properly at all. Just being creepy and scaring the shit out of people. And the other thing we did is we deafened the killer, but still had his mic on, so he could like make creepy noises and stuff, and we could hear him, but they couldn't hear the survivors, which worked out so well. It came out really creepy, and it was actually really fucking good for it.
That's a great idea. I like that.
It was so much fun, like, honestly. It was just literally the first ever game they played. I picked the Wraiths,
of course you did, yeah.
One. And then basically just stand behind them and uncloak.
Yeah.
And you just see them scream and run away. And that's all you need.
It sounds like you were my mate, to be fair. That's what he did to us. It's like, he would just go as the Wraith, or like, I think he went as the Huntress one time. The Nurse was his favourite.
Yeah, it's just, it's great to scare people with. Like, I was then doing very trolly builds with the survivors as well, just to mess around, because obviously they don't know what they're doing either.
Yeah.
I was bullying them as the survivor and as the killer, so, you know. I mean, I was having fun, certainly.
Oh, we got the link for the, what's this? Let's have a look.
Oh, this is a tournament page. Okay.
Literally just 4 teams. Wow, okay.
Yeah, that's why he's saying they're gonna do, like, a round robin and then have the best 2 at the end, have another game for a finals.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I like that.
Fair enough. So it's squirrels and monkeys first. Squirrels and monkeys, and then duckies and lions.
What's with the animals? Like,
I don't know, man.
What team are you in?
We're in not spots. We're down in the Northern Division. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
To be fair, it turns out Salford Lions are in the Northern Division as well. I think they're higher than us, but oh wait, no, they're not. No, I think they're lower than us actually. Hang on a second. Wait, I can't go slandering myself without actually checking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just like. Yeah.
Oh no, they are exactly 1 position above us. They've got 2 more points than us.
Wow.
Oh, rude. It means we'll probably end up playing them next week. So.
Yeah. I don't even know who we're playing. Let me check announcements real quick. Because I think we're the top of Southern.
Are you?
Yeah.
Southampton?
Oh no, we're Sussex Carball.
Oh yeah, you are joint second essentially, because there's a couple of people on 20 and a few people on 16.
Yeah, Southampton should be national, but basically they didn't have their third Tuesday.
Oh,
so
right.
They got demoted.
Yeah, we got a free win this week. It was and it was the team who were ranked in at number 2, the Yorkie Talkies. They should have had a chance at promotion, but they didn't. Their third guy couldn't connect for the entire evening.
Oh, no.
So they just got absolutely ruined, which means they're like down at the bottom of the thing, even though they're way better. But, you know.
Oh, Sinner's called us a good caster. Oh, that's good casters.
You haven't heard me do anything yet. It's a bit presumptuous.
All he's heard is me BM my mates. And squirrels a little bit, to be fair.
Oh, you can't. You have to BM everyone a bit. Yeah, it's only fair.
I accidentally BM'd Oxford without meaning to. I asked him, I was like, "Oh, what uni are you guys?" They go, "Oh, Oxford." I was like, "Oh, well, at least you're smart." And I thought about it. I was like, "Oh shit, that's like the massive insult." So I was like,
Oh my god, no! It was we were playing against one team, and they oh, what was it? They asked us about Rock City in Nottingham, the club, and we were like, "Oh, right, okay. Well, how do you know about that?" And then one of our guys asked him about like one of the colleges they had there, and the guy said, "Oh, well, yeah, that's my college. I'm in this part." And our guy just went, "Oh, no, that part's shit." I'm like, "Whoa, dude, don't even know these people. Jeez."
Just the BM coming out.
I know. It's just like natural BM. Oh dear.
The tournament is up and running. Which game are you guys going to be streaming?
Ooh.
What do you want to do first? Squirrels and monkeys or lions and duckies?
God, I don't even know. I mean, Duckies will be interesting because we faced them, and I've seen Squirrels play, so I can go either way.
Okay.
You choose. No pressure. You choose.
Okay, from a sort of, I don't know what sort of standpoint this is. Just on rankings, Duckies are going to be the closest match lines we'll have. They're probably not going to have a great time other than that, so it might be worth watching this one for them.
Oh, okay. That's a little BM coming out already. All right.
I know. I was just looking at like their positions and stuff. The problem is the other three are all in the Nationals, and then
Duckies went up.
and then Lions are down with us. Are they?
Yeah, Duckies went up. They beat us for it, so a little salty, but.
Oh yeah, well I still saw them in the points thing on here. That's why. So
I see. Okay.
yeah.
So, do you want to watch the Duckies then, or what was the team use?
Yeah. So let's do the Duckies one first because they're
Cool.
probably a closer match. Just a thought.
Yep. Let's do it. Sounds good.
Oh wait, I need to actually boot up Rocket League. This would help.
Right.
Yeah, minor point.
Yeah, that's how the game's going. Eh? That's how the cast is
Wait,
going. Oh dear. Okay. That's fine. I'll watch it. I'll tell you what's happening, and then you can.
Okay. Wait, are they already starting? Wait, what's the how do we what's the match like details and stuff? How do we connect to this one? Because I haven't done this tournament on a Wednesday.
Yeah, I don't know how to connect and set it up. Hey, went down to regionals.
So, what do you need help with?
What's the lobby like for?
Cost your team the
You
W.
just need to message the captains and get them in a lobby.
Oh, okay, fair.
You can find the captain's details on the sign-up sheets.
Cool. Right, yeah. So
you can use whatever map you like. To be honest, I suggest not using Beckwick Park because I imagine people are sick of it.
Yep.
yeah, fair enough. Wait, so we're setting up the lobby and then dragging them into it, yeah?
Yeah.
And so we just make one massive party with them, I presume, then?
Yeah. Or you can just give them the lobby details and then they'll join.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So it's Bath and Salford. So I ought to announce that.
Yeah, we're doing that first.
9%. No, that sucks. Champions Field. Champions Field is a good one.
Yeah, I like Champions Field because it's the crowd actually gets hype and stuff when something interesting happens. That's the main thing.
The fake crowd.
They're real in my heart, all right? They cheer me on. They keep me going.
I like when they start chanting a defense.
Oh, what's your Steam, by the way?
It's Chini98 as well.
Okay, fair.
Same picture. The egg people.
Yeah, no, I don't know what it is. Like, I use the same name on everything as well, but so many people don't.
Yeah.
Which makes it hard to find them. Oh yeah, fair enough. There we go.
What were the teams we're watching? Bath, Rubber Duckies, and all right. I really need to look at this stuff, don't I? Salford Lions.
Yeah.
Cool. There we go. That's that set up. Don't want to BM with anyone calling them Sussex and whatever else.
Yeah. Well, I've got it written down in front of me, so hopefully I won't get it wrong. But you know, you can never tell with this stuff. Right, there we go.
Cool. Are we gonna do invite only or party details?
Just create the lobby on, and give them the details for it. Yeah, because otherwise we have to add everyone on Steam.
Yeah. I'm gonna message you on Discord.
Yeah. Have you got me? You need to get. Are you gonna? Yeah.
There you go. I just messaged you on Discord. Oh, this is gonna go so badly to start with. I think we'll warm up into the whole casting thing eventually, but to start, this could be interesting.
Yeah, this is gonna be a bit odd, but I mean, if we do it regularly, then it'll be good fun and we'll get used to it as well. So
definitely. There's a good chance I misspout the password or something.
No. I'm just making sure I'm doing the wrong format. That's all.
Okay.
Making sure I put it in properly.
So who do we need to message? Oh, sign up. Here we go. This is the document I need. So we need to message Joel on Discord and.
It doesn't seem to be working.
All right, I messed it up then. Okay. Can I do no password?
Oh wait, no! Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Don't worry about it. I'm putting in NSE Pass as the name of it. I realised that was supposed to be password. Oh, this is going well already.
Right, let me recreate it.
Oh, what? It just...
Yeah, it's because I exited out to double check.
Okay, fair. God damn it, man. We'll get there eventually.
Alright, search.
I'm paying this much attention already, you know. It's gotta go well.
Like, oh, mate, I don't even know how to use Discord to find people. This is not going well.
Just if you go to your personal messages, go at and whatever the name is.
Joel 2721.
Yeah.
I can't even spell Joel. Thank you for the follow, whoever. Sorry, I got so much stuff on my screen right now.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I will catch up with you.
I've been like trading follows with as many people as possible. Oh dear. Hey, there we go.
Right, so match game, name, NSE, pass, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm joking. That's that guy, and then it was Salford Lions, so I need Llama Man.
Yeah.
Llama Man, hashtag, won't give out that in case he doesn't want everyone knowing it.
Yeah.
See, I swear I'm a professional streamer sometimes.
It's about as professional as NSE is going to get, apparently, so...
Yeah. Alright, we got Bath in.
They're stuck with us.
We got
Wait, how many have we got? 5. We've got 5 currently.
Yeah, so
wait, no, that's us and one of the teams. So we got the rubber duckies in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, I need to catch up on these follows. We have Shorty... Cinerus, you've been here for so long and you've just followed. Okay. Thank you, though, man. And Attack Penguins, thanks for the follow.
You're throwing shade right there. That's
mate, your boy has to throw shade, okay? It's Wild's recruited for this.
It's fine. I told my friend I was streaming my Rocket League matches, and he came on and subbed to the stream. I was there, and I'm like, mate, you're not subbed? What are you doing? What kind of friend are you?
Alright, guys. We ready?
Huh?
I mean, the teams are in. Are we ready to do this? Go Bath. Alright, they're ready. We'll start up game 1 of the NSE Scrim tournament. It's underway. Bath Rubber Duckies versus Llama Man and his team. I forgot his name.
Salford Lions.
That one.
With Llama Man as captain.
Yeah. Good solid kickoff. Right. Him not going for the shot already. Hitting the backboard. He's got an opportunity and he scores. 7-second goal for Bath.
Oh dear. Very early. They just looked like they left it alone. They were both gone to the corners for boost and couldn't get back in time, so...
Yeah, it looks to me like Slothboy didn't realise they had a shot on that and just kind of left it to drop down. Okay, 1-0, 7 seconds in. Him not with the kickoff again. Back towards Salford's goal. Bath definitely getting Salford on the defense early, but here we go. Slothboy with the potential here. And Joel clearing it away, no issue.
Very easily done there. He's this is very okay.
Oh, that was an opportunity there, but there's just no second man there for it. Llama clearing it away, right to the top though, or Tob, sorry.
Push around. It looks like Joel's got it again. Aerial
no boost, but he doesn't need it.
He's gonna keep it down, yeah.
What a goal! That was a nice shot to start off the NSE Scrim tournament.
Don't think he actually touched it again. No, he was just guarding it the entire time.
Yeah, he was.
Not much you can do against a shot like that, though, because it's just going to go off him regardless, even if you manage to get there in time.
Right, yeah. So who are your favourites to win? Because my money's on Bath already, and I think rightly so. Yeah,
I'm afraid it's going to have to be Bath, because they are obvious. They've already shown how quite dominant they are, and they are again ahead in the leagues and stuff, like I mentioned.
Although Salford did have an opportunity there, cleared away, but it's nice to see them getting out of their half. Like Bath have been all over them this game.
Yeah, if you're making some pushes, you always have some chance. I've had a couple of games though where it's been fully defensive the entire time, and it basically becomes a lost cause straight away.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So I might get another one now. Johnny's coming around. That's another nice touch, but unfortunately cleared out by the Tob again.
Yeah. Slothboy clearing it into the corner. Good play there. I think he found the space, put it where he needed it to go.
Yeah. Taking it over the top, but it looks like Joel's going to get there. Although, not a great pass, so nothing's going to come yet.
That was a bit of a double commit there, but it seems to work out for them.
Yeah. Looks like,
Ooh, Johnny
looks
with
like
a
Lions
shot.
might have a chance. Okay.
Ooh, Bath
Nice.
double committed the backboard there, though. That was
Yeah.
potentially their opportunity.
Joel definitely had a good touch on that. I think the Tob just read it wrong, so...
Yeah. Ooh, the
But
top.
that's a good pass.
With the
and
pass.
straight-
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
Llama's in the right place.
That was a good read.
Yeah. Trying to predict with it.
Oh,
Wow.
and there we go. That was not a shot you wanted to leave hanging in front of goal.
Yeah, just gave him way too much time, unfortunately. And with a team that are this decent, they're going to take that.
Yeah, definitely. It looked like you had the whole Salford team in the corner there as well, and just the second it went over them, that was game. Well, not game, but that was the goal.
Yeah. Not sure if it was really a triple commit, but they definitely all gone the same way, which was
Yeah.
not a great position.
They just ended up there. Couldn't take it back. Here we
Nice
go. Hit
done,
not
it's
with
right
the
in the
centre.
middle.
Joel.
Shot for Joel.
Oh,
And it's
that's
straight in the corner.
an easy top in for them. That is, yeah, classic Bath right here. Coming out strong. Do you think they warmed up for this?
I mean, they probably had a few games, yeah, but there is probably a natural skill difference between the two teams. That's the problem. It's quite hard for Salford Lions against a team like this.
Definitely.
But they are managing to make some attempts, which is good to see.
Yeah, I really want them to take a game. Confirm.
It'd make it a lot more interesting, yeah. Oh, it's just another easy shot for the Tob there.
Sweaty tryhards. Penguin is saying confirmed. We did warm up. Sweaty tryhards. Penguin, did you have time to type that when you're in game?
That's, oh.
Interesting. Okay, 5-0. Halftime has passed. And it's looking very one-sided.
Can he get another touch? No.
That
okay,
was a good clear by
clear.
Llama. Llama seems to be really on that defense for Salford Lions.
Yeah, he's ready. And that's a good touch over, but unfortunately
team.
no one's close enough.
He needed a follow, and he just did not have it. That is a
Nice
great
little
center.
drop, but unfortunately Sloth's right there.
I'm definitely noticing a skill gap in mechanics here as well. Not just like experience of their mechanics, but what mechanics they're bringing out of the bag.
Yeah. I mean, as well as more solid positioning, they are obviously attempting to pull off a few fancier things here, which it just seems the Lions cannot do at all, unfortunately. So.
And I'm noticing a lot of clears directly to players. I don't know whether they Salford Lions are meaning to, but they're just clearing it and they're just passing it straight to Bath.
I think the thing is, when you've got this heavy pressure, you try and focus on getting the ball out and maybe not the position in which it's coming out.
Yeah, definitely. Here we go.
Looks like Joel's going to take that and it's going in
Llama
towards the centre.
is
Llama with
there.
another good clear.
60 seconds left on the clock.
Who
Nice
are we
reset
noticing?
there.
Are we noticing any strong players? Anyone carrying any teams here? Or
I think Joel's the one who's been slightly more outstanding so far.
yeah, I'm noticing a lot from
Definitely got the
Hypnotic
highest
though.
goal. Yeah, he's pulled up after,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the one of the two goals he did get was one of the easy drop ones, whereas Joel's have both been sort of slightly more mechanical anyway.
You're right. Joel has definitely been there with the passes. Oh, it looks like
he
Hypnotic
gets another
is
shot to the
assisting
top.
more.
It's a good flip, but can't get to it. No boost left. Looks like Lama's going to take it downfield, but no. Joel's got it off him again. And that's quite a hard pinch there. Unfortunately, we do those all the time. Very annoying.
Here we go. Final seconds counting down. Can Bath get another goal? Can they make it 6-0? Looking to keep it up.
No.
Sadly, it's going back towards that goal and drops. Bath take the 1-0 lead into this
Yeah.
series.
Very decisive first game, unfortunately. So
Very one-sided. And despite Johnny coming up top on the leaderboard, I gotta say, Llama Man was the MVP for Salford for me. on the
He
defense.
definitely seems to be making more of the noticeable clears and more important saves and such. So I can definitely get on board with that one.
Yeah, but when it comes to Bath, just a strong team all around. Well played together, and it's just... They got the chemistry. They got the fusion between them, I think.
Yeah, I have to say, and if they're doing these sort of things regularly anyway, they're going to be at a better stance than some of the other teams who, the majority of them haven't shown up. So
Yeah,
even just doing these extra matches is good for your team. That's
true.
one thing I've noticed in the NSE anyway. Our team has improved dramatically, and we've barely done anything outside of it, purely because we got to know each other a lot better. So
Thanks for the follow, buddy. Here we go.
yeah, no.
I would really love to see a first goal. I really think Salford need to get that confidence back, and they need a first goal for that, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, if they can get a leading goal,
I think they'll play better. They'll play a lot better. I believe.
I think they're probably slightly still tilted after the last one, and
Maybe.
a nice reset would be really useful for them. That was a really good save there, kicking it right off the corner from the top.
This is what they need. They need this pressure. Bath are now recovering, but that's some good pressure by Salford. If they can keep that up, keep it in their half, they really need to get ball control. They need to set the pace of this game.
And it looks like okay, no, he's giving it away too easily, I'm afraid. They might have a chance here. Joel's straight on it.
Oh, Johnny setting it up on the backboard. Sadly, no one quick enough to it. But it's nice to see this. They're making these opportunities. And, you know, if they keep playing like this.
They haven't given up yet, have they?
They definitely haven't. They're still in this. Oh, good save by Sloth. That's nice to see. And Sloth with the clear too. Sloth and Llama a little too close together there, though. That was a one shot, and it was over both of them.
Yeah, but Sloth managed to get the decent clear, as we said, and then followed it up with a nice tap over the top of Joel there. He played it really well and kept it locked down for his team. So.
Ooh, that was a good shot, but not meant to be.
Dangerously close there. But
that was dropping down just in front of the post. This is nice. This is more of like a volley going on here. Like, you know, you got a nice little rally between them, and it's definitely...
Yeah, the position seems to be a lot more even this time round. Anyway. And we've gone 2 minutes without a goal yet at all, so...
Very different game to the last one. Very different. Sloth on out yet?
Yeah.
Well, not Sloth, sorry.
Nice little touch
Salford
by
Lions.
Llama there. Yes.
No, not out yet.
Llama's
Llama,
going for another.
missing the centre
It looked like Tob landed on him there, which may have messed him up quite a bit, I'm afraid.
Tob just with the pass back, but pass back to no one, just to their goal. That could have been an opportunity, but not taken. Llama looking to centre now with the demo.
Oh,
I was just going to say
very rude goal, very rude.
That was. I was saying how clean this game's been, but ruined by
there's always, I'm afraid there's always one player that's going to have to prove you wrong on that front. Oh, nice touch there by the Llama, man.
Not that salty or anything.
Can't get a second.
But I'm just saying, I don't think Bath could beat Sussex without demos and boosting. I'm just saying. But sorry, well, I missed the goal.
That's not for me to decide, I'm afraid. I'll leave that one to you.
We'll leave that to the NSE. We'll leave that till next week.
Yeah, unfortunately, Johnny there getting stuck on the post and unable to turn around in time to get back to the ball. It looks like a slightly better kickoff for Lions there.
And it's only 1-0
but they've left it alone.
What was it, like 4-0 last time?
It was already 4-0 by half time. They only got like one more later on, I think.
Yeah. We might see a reverse sweep.
That's a really good shot there, but unfortunately it just gets pinched out the top side of the goal. Soft boys up for that. Nice clear. They're going to have to do it again though.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
Johnny this time.
Tob looking to take
Can they take control off him? Doesn't look like it, unfortunately.
Well read by Llama there. Well cleared.
Yeah.
Oh, Sloth getting the touch, but leaving the goal open. Llama just gets there. I think the bounce saved him a little bit, though. Passing it to Joel. Hypnotic saving it for Salford. Oh, that's gutting.
That's a self... Yeah, that's
you hate to
own save. So really annoying because that looked like a very good shot from Joel, sorry, coming straight off the back of his car at a really dodgy angle for the Lions, but unfortunately Tob was just coming in at the wrong time. There is still potential here as it's in the middle, and Joel's missed it as well. Coming in.
Oh, double commit by Salford. Cleared by Hypnotic. Looking to run it down this flank.
It's straight over the middle. Unfortunately, they weren't able to follow that one up.
Left on the clock.
So Llama Man's got it covered this time.
This is very, very tense compared to the last game.
Yeah, they're holding it down really well, making a good fight of this match. I really feel like Salford still have the potential.
What a touch by Hypnotic. This is nice to see.
A very slight angle coming straight under the crossbar there. Really, really hard for the Lions to deal with. That's a very good goal. I think probably the best goals we've seen so far.
Yeah, there's nothing... There was a backboard goal, I believe, there, and dropped down in
That Joel had a nice double touch for the first goal, but that was a really good aerial, fully aerial reset there to get the good angle and final touch. So
here we go, Sloth with the shot.
Might have a chance.
And then Tob clearing it away up the wall, looking to centre. Joel is there, but a little too strong. A bit of a bad position from Joel there, I think. A bit too close.
Yeah, I think you're right. Looks like they might still have a chance to redeem themselves slightly here. Can they get it up again? Still floating, but unfortunately they've taken it down, and that's the second victory for the Bath Rubber Duckies.
Are we going to see a whitewash here? Are we going to see a 3-0 swipe? Or sweep, sorry? Or do you reckon they're going to take the game?
It's best of 3.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Oh, that's
Wow.
everything. Okay. Unfortunately, that's it then. Really wanted to see the Lions take one, to be honest. They got really close in that one. They were playing a lot better than the first game. They sort of cleared their heads and managed to get a good amount of defense, but unfortunately just couldn't pull anything off there.
Yeah,
that's one game for the Bath Rubber Duckies.
Yeah. Sad to see. Do you think we're going to see Salford win any games today?
Unfortunately, if the rankings are purely to go by, that was their best chance. But you never know. They might manage to pull something off. I know some of the teams have been saying they don't necessarily have their first string of players this time around, and therefore it might be they might have a slightly easier time against certain other teams. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Hopefully that was them warming up and, you know, kind of seeing the level of competition here. And
it looks like the Monkeys have taken the first game against the Squirrels, which is quite nice to see, actually, because the Squirrels are currently 5 places ahead of them in the National League for NSE. So
yeah,
the Monkeys have managed to pull off a nice one there.
2-2-0 games. It would be nice to see a 2-1 in these series.
Indeed.
Do you think Squirrels and Salford Lions would be more even, or is that another mismatch? Do you think?
That's the top and the bottom team currently. So we could try that, but it's probably going to be a similar result.
Yeah, I think I want to follow Bath. I want to see how Bath are doing.
Okay.
Should we watch Bath versus
let's do the Duckies and Monkeys this time around then. we're gonna end up what was it? If we want to watch all the teams at least once, that means we're going to end up watching the Duckies every game.
Okay, so
purely because the way of a round robin works. So that's the thing is, Duckies are right in the middle of this. They're right of an average one, so it could go either way for them.
Yeah, I feel like they're an unknown. I feel like they're almost an up and coming. This
is their first time. They've only just joined the Nationals this week, haven't they? So they haven't actually been able to play against some of the top teams yet, and we haven't seen if they're able to perform. And so they may end up pulling off something incredible.
Yeah. So do you want to follow the Duckies?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay, let's do it.
I just realised I'm holding up your lobby.
Oh, I've recreated it.
I was still in there, so it must have been holding it up, but...
Strange.
Okay, no, it's alright now.
Alright, let me... So Bath Rubber Duckies is Joel. Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to miss him.
And the Warwick Dadless Monkeys.
And the Dadless Monk. Okay. Let's try and find.
Yeah.
What a name. Okay.
You've still got it set to Salford Lions. This is
Professional.
Might want to
Let me redo
restart.
that. Let me, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll edit that. Don't you worry. We'll get there eventually. Alright. Alright, so the dadless monkeys. Okay. There we go. Let's try that again.
On the sign-up sheet, they're dadless monkeys with dad for some reason. But
you know what? We won't question it. We'll just let them...
we'll just let them do their thing. But these two teams are now both teams that have won their first matches, so it's going to be a lot closer this time around. They're also right near each other in terms of NSE rankings, so we should get a good game out of this.
I hope so. I really hope so. Mainly, I low-key want to see Bath fail on one of these. That's nothing personal. No feelings there whatsoever. But we'll see how it goes. Rip Salford, I know.
Not allowed to be throwing shade. We're supposed to be impartial.
Oh, are we? My bad. Okay. Sorry. I didn't realise. Okay, so we've got Bath in. We've got 2 spectators. And we're waiting on the monkeys to join. Let's see how it goes. Want to see Bath fail. Bath's own substitute wants to see Bath fail.
Oh,
Rip Salford, indeed, Sloth.
Pretty brutal.
Yeah, it's brutal. They're ready. They was ready before I was. Let's see how this one pans out. We got the Bath Rubber Duckies versus the Warwick Dadless Monkeys.
Yes.
Oof, a bias host. Never bias. Land animals versus sea animals. Who would have the advantage in that fight? I think sea animals. So here we go. Some nice pressure straight away from Warwick.
Yeah, it looks like they got a good attempt, but it came
clear,
straight off the post. I reckon Joel's going to get this one. Put it straight back to centre for Hypnotic. It's a nice shot, but Walden's there.
Needed a little more power on that one.
That's a good straight shot, but it's not going to work against Joel, I'm afraid.
Drop. Ooh, it would have been nice to see a quick counter attack there. Still opportunity, but Warwick can bring it back towards Bath's goal. Ooh.
It's like Joel's going to slowly take this out. No, he's been taken straight away by Walden. Warwick just don't want to give up the pressure here.
This is like the first game with Salford, except with the other team. Here we go.
Yep. Oh, it's a really good try, but right off the crossbar, unfortunately.
That was a nice pass and
play back towards. I don't know what. I'm just going to call the other guy Starman, by the way, because I ain't got a name on this. It's just all starred out for me.
Oh, interesting. Sinner is saying if we had more than 4 teams, Warwick would have been banned. They have a graduated player on their team.
Oh,
very interesting turnout.
Oh, there you go. Maybe they're. In which case, they're probably a slightly different team than normal. But it looks like Smeehy's going to get a nice over-the-top shot there.
I see this again. I missed this one. Smeehy
puts it up, carries it himself, and they just can't get enough height to defend it.
That was a nice shot. That's the kind of goals you like to see. Maybe
especially since he's got the best profile picture in the game.
I detect a little bias there. Here we go, Torb with the centre. Oh, that was a shot on goal, but
lovely clear by Walden there.
That's beautiful. Someone's been doing their training packs. Here we go. Torb into the corner. Missing the bounce though. Torb looking to clear.
Tries to go over the top, and Hypnotic's going to take it up instead.
Ooh, another centre. Bath really putting the pressure on now. This is nice to see. Looks like they've warmed up to how Warwick are playing and really reacting to it. Here we go. Maybe an opportunity here. Denied by the star name.
Mr. Starman.
Mr. Starman.
Oh,
there we go.
but it's
Joel
a nice
with the goal.
shot from Joel.
Here we go. Maybe we have a closer game here. So we have a Smeehy Grand Champion should not be playing. So the first goal scorer should not be playing. He's replacing the champion.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, it definitely gives their team a bit of a boost, but Bath seem to be holding their own anyway, so not totally against it, I have to say. Joel's trying to set himself up. Fortunately, Smeehy's down again.
To see Bath win here, especially
with
bit
of a double commit.
They're
going to get it out, nice and clear.
Ooh, missed by Smeehy. Kind of left idling in the middle of the pitch. Wooden looking to clear. Nicely done. Tob looking to center. Not quite the angle he was probably looking for. Hypnotic with the shot! Goes straight in.
Beautifully placed right beside him. Saw he'd already gone the other way to get the other one out. And unfortunately, he just couldn't turn in time.
Straight behind Starman himself. The Star-Lord. We'll find a name for him. We'll find a name.
I think Star-Lord's pretty good, actually, yeah. We like that one. I think so far, though, Warwick seem to have had more of the pressure overall, but don't seem to have been able to do anything with it, so...
Yeah, Warwick
looking very close at the moment. Walden's got a nice save there. Star-Lord putting it up.
Hypnotic is making a lot of plays this game. He's had a lot of shots.
He's really showing himself off a lot more this time around.
It's very nice to see.
Walden's covering himself very well there. But unfortunately, it's easily defended again.
Tob with the read there, or maybe just good placement.
Looks like Hypnotic's putting it down, and Tob might get a shot in, but no, Walden's coming across. Very solid save there. And again.
Some good defense all around we're seeing here. Some good pressure from Bath.
Oh, it's a nice touch, sending it straight over to Star-Lord for an easy hit. Pushes it past Hypnotic.
Ooh. Another day demo. Oh, two in a row. Sally.
Unfortunately, Hypnotic's got it covered, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to use it.
That was a good play. Seems like a bit desperate if you ask me, though. No demos all game. They go 2-1 down, and they start bringing out the demo plays.
If it looked like if Warwick had managed to get something off it, then there wouldn't have been any defense to deal with it. But unfortunately, Hypnotic's right on the ball, and no one is anywhere close to dealing with him, so it just wasn't going to be.
Free reign to save it. Here we go. We're seeing more pressure from Warwick here. Definitely keep it in Bath's side of the pitch. This is a much closer game.
Another nice shot from Smeehy, and Starman goes up for it, but taken away by Hypnotic again.
Hypnotic bringing out some serious defense. Hypnotic seems like a really good defense player, and Joel kind of seems more aggressive to me at the moment.
I'd say that's definitely true, but this time round, I think Hypnotic's definitely taken more of the nice and more obvious shots anyway.
Yeah, he's
showing himself off a little bit more.
Maybe just some
Looks
really
like
good
Walden's
placement.
trying to drop it out here.
Joel
a lovely save by Walden, straight off the wall. Got a nice flip reset.
And we get another goal in the last second. Hypnotic definitely trying for one, but runs out of boost. There,
looks like Warwick are really fighting for that though, but no, it drops down, and that's 2-1 in the first game to the Bath Rubber Duckies.
What a game. That was just joyful to watch, at least from where I'm sitting.
Yeah, no, it's always a lot more interesting. You get a good close game like that. One team has the goals, the other team had the pressure, I think. But even so, it turned out as it did, and we got a lot of good Rocket League in that.
Did indeed, we did indeed. It looks like Hypnotic's taking a second, maybe a little captain's meeting there with the team. You know, keep it up, guys, that kind of stuff. And we'll see what happens going into this next round. Well, not next round.
Definitely want the Monkeys to win this one, though, I'm afraid, so we can get a nice third match going.
Yeah, you want to see a nice 2-1 situation?
I do indeed, yeah. It's always interesting to see whether they'll perform better or worse when there's a pressure of 1 goal difference looming over them.
Yeah, I definitely feel like this game's got the potential to really put a lot of pressure on that first goal. Yeah.
It's a lovely touch by Smee. He's going for a double tap, but he's not in the right place.
Oh,
but it's a beautiful shot from Star-Lord.
We're now seeing another 7-second goal, but this time against Bath and not by Bath. You know what?
Just beautifully orchestrated.
That was
Starman with a perfect angle through all 3 defenders there.
Well placed indeed. Good. Second kickoff of the game. Straight to Tob though. Tob looking to make an opportunity here maybe. See going backwards.
He's managed to control it well, but not well enough.
Almost straight through the defenders.
Joel's got him covered though. Walden's trying to find someone in the middle, and he pushes it in, but
Hypnotic was that? Was it Joel?
Yeah. Sorry, I think it was Hypnotic, yeah.
Well, they're both there. I think Hypnotic got a great clear on it though. Hypnotic again. Interesting touch, but I mean, you know, you keep touching it and then they don't know what's going on.
It's a nice pass to the middle. Can Speedy get something? Well defended by the top, bouncing around off either post.
That was very risky, but worked out for them, so fair play.
Joel's got a solid clear off that one.
Here we go. Warwick looking to get another opportunity. They really want that second goal. If they can go 2-0 up,
Looks like
I
this
think
is
they'll
gonna-
secure it.
Going to come across, but they definitely have a chance here. And unfortunately, it was well taken by the Duckies in that situation.
Bath really are not making it easy for them. And here we go, just back and forth.
Tob down for a drop, but unfortunately goes slightly too high. Good positioning, but not quite the right height he needed.
Joel looking to maybe center or put it in. No. That was more of a center, but no one there.
It looked like the Tob was coming in for it, but I think he got taken. I think he had been hit from the back, spinning him out that time. It's a nice defense there from Joel, keeping it solidly in. He's going to try and follow it up, but unfortunately doesn't have enough boost.
Tob bringing it in for a center. Ooh, they were there, but it was not meant to be. Well defended by Warwick. Here we go, Joel taking up the wall. Nicely centered, but cleared away. Star-Lord is not taking that. He's like, get out of here.
Very well done, but it looks like Hypnotic may have tried a bit of a fake there, may have actually just missed it. I'm not entirely sure.
Ooh,
But it's
what
a nice
shot!
shot from the Tob. He pushes it straight into the corner, regardless of the defender. Just will not accept no for an answer.
What an aerial. Well deserved.
Beautifully done.
That was really
And
nice.
that ties it up for a much more even game once again.
So close, exactly half time. 1-0. Who's going to be the first to score a second? Will it be another 2-1 game? Do you see where
Might get to see a bit of overtime on this if it's coming in this close.
That would be really nice to see.
It's like Warwick are keeping up the pressure for now, though.
Does indeed.
Unfortunately, Stalon whiffs the aerial, but
How different would this game be though without the Grand Champ? Is the question. Just trying
I'm not sure. I mean, at the end of the day, even without the Grand Champ, the Monkeys are still supposed to be ranked higher, so it may or may not make a little bit of difference. You may have a better player on your team, but you don't have the usual team synergy that is supposed to be there, so...
That is true. That's a very good point.
It's a bit of a miscommit
open
there
goal.
from Star-Lord, but they've still managed to defend it thus far, and Smeehy getting another decent hit to keep it out.
Nice. Well defended by Warwick there. Joe did get an opportunity, but it was way too high and he just could not get to it in time.
Seemed to be leaving it to dribble a little in front, but thankfully none of the Duckies were close enough to take advantage of that one. Looks like they're putting it into the middle again, though, but Hypnotic just puts it high, unfortunately.
There's some amazing ball control by Bath, we're seeing here. They're really controlling the pace of this game.
Yeah, they seem to be holding it down mostly now. Whereas the last game, Warwick seemed to have most of the pressure. It seems to be all on the Duckies this time around.
Does indeed. Oh, I missed by Tob, but Hypnotic is there to pick up the slack. Although
Nice little
far
fake
right.
and turns on it. But unfortunately, not able to keep it up.
Tob blocking it away. Hypnotic with
A
the
good shot
center.
from Hypnotic. Oh, almost
Joel
in
is
on
there.
its own.
Joel with
Yeah,
the
that's a
goal.
good shot.
What a shot. I'm seeing some nice chemistry coming out between Hypnotic and Joel. They're making a lot of connections here.
It's a very good shot. Uses the back of his car to make sure it gets it exactly straight and into the corner.
Very nice to see. 2-1. 1:01 left on the clock. What can we see? Will Warwick tie it all up once again?
I'm really hoping they do. I always love a much closer match. But it's been pretty close as is, and that's a really good defense from Star-Lord there.
That was a good shot by Joel too. Some nice passing going on. Walden looking to center a little too high, a little too hard, and Starman was there. Star-Lord, my apologies. No disrespect meant to the great Star-Lord.
30 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, bit of a double commit there, but looks like they're still safe for now. Walden getting it over the top, and Smeehy
Nice
following it up.
touch. That was a very nice touch.
Fortunately, Joel is still sitting in goal, but in of itself, that was a really well done shot.
Here we go. 8 seconds left to draw it up. What can Warwick pull out of the bag to tie it up and take it to overtime?
Malone manages to get it. Walden trying to control.
Walden, look for it. Wow.
Unfortunately, it's put down, and that's the game to Bath Rubber Duckies.
I believe
Both
that's the
very
series.
close games, but unfortunately, they've managed to win both of it, and the dadless monkeys just couldn't take a third game.
That is some very nice GGs there. That was very well played. A lot closer. Do you think Bath can go all the way?
I think they might be able to do it.
Yeah?
They're looking in good form. Both squirrels and monkeys ranked above them, but they seem to be hot, and I think they've probably got a lot of confidence now, seeing as though they've just been promoted back into the Nationals.
You're right. You're right indeed. So, how did the other teams do? Let's find out. Oh, we're still waiting for scores to be reported. So, do you want to carry on with watching squirrels, or do you want to see how the monkeys do against the lions?
We have not, unfortunately, we haven't watched any of the squirrels yet.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
if we should really jump in there, shouldn't we? This is what I was saying though, because when you get a round robin with 4 teams like this,
Yeah.
you either view all the teams 3 teams twice and 1 team no times, or one team every single match, so you can see at least one of everyone.
Cool. Let's make it happen. Let's do it. Let's
keep on with the duckies at the moment.
do it. Who do I need to contact?
And it looks like they may be in the final one as well. So yeah, the duckies, we've got Joel again,
Princey.
and squirrels is Princey.
Cool. Hey, what's attack thing was saying? Judy, I think we got seeded out of nationals due to close games and bad selection in season 20. Bath Rubber Ducky should be quite a bit higher, in my honest opinion. I think I'd have to agree with you there. They've
definitely been performing and showing a bit of dominance, but this final game is against a top-ranked team that have been put in tonight, so we'll see how that one goes for them. But unfortunately, it does look like in round 2,
I didn't quite get opportunity to rename. That's my
wait, hang on a second. We're looking at the wrong round there. Okay, we still have not seen a score report from the Squirrels and the Lions yet, which looks like they may still be in game, and therefore they may have managed to take it to a third.
Alright, there we go.
Yeah, it says...
Sorry, if you don't mind, guys, I've got to make a statement on the Warwick issue. My statement is that we've only got 4 teams tonight, and scrims are about giving teams opportunities to match up against different opponents that provide a test. So I'm fine with Warwick continuing on in this tournament despite fielding an ineligible player. However, when it comes to the grand final, winning the grand final is about bragging rights. And if Warwick are going to continue fielding an ineligible player, I don't think they deserve any bragging rights. So what I've said to Warwick is that if they can bring in a sub, they're welcome to play in the grand final. Otherwise, their tournament will end after the group stage.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like at the moment Duckies have got 2 wins under their belt, and the Warwick team, the Monkeys, have gotten 1. But we are yet to see the result from the second game between the Squirrels and the Lions. But it looks like they've managed to take it to match 3 either way. It says so on the score. Yep. It means the Salford Lions managing to perform slightly better even against the Squirrels than they did against the Duckies.
There we go. You might need to leave and rejoin, my dude. I apologize.
Oh yeah, sorry. I keep forgetting to do that.
It's my bad. I keep forgetting to rename the teams.
Well, I mean, I haven't joined yet. Sorry. It's just the other one I'd stayed in the match, so it should have blocked you from making the lobby at all. But
yeah, it's interesting how that works.
I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to allow more than 1 lobby with the same name, especially for private matches when you're supposed to be connecting with, a lobby name and password, etc.
Yeah, I think what it does is it puts you in the latest created.
Yeah, that may be very true.
Bath University. What university are you at, Snake? So we're just waiting on the other series, which is a shame. I wish we caught that one. If they'd taken it to game 3, that's
yeah,
quite something.
I have to say, I really wasn't. I was sort of not really expecting the Lions to be able to do that much, but they've managed to take it to game 3 against the top seeded team for this tournament. So, we may or may not have backed the wrong game on that one, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Although then again, the Monkeys versus the Duckies was a very close game, and that was fun to watch either way. So
was indeed.
I have to
It was
say.
indeed.
Both looks like both the second round games have been very interesting.
So, from what we saw that game from the Monkeys, what can we expect the score to be against the Lions? What are you thinking?
Well, I feel like if the Lions are keeping Squirrels even, they may be able to form. The rankings seem to be a bit all over the place for this because I mean there is only 4 teams, but the Squirrels are supposed to be top ranked. They lost 2-0 to the Monkeys, and they seem to be coming even with the Lions at the moment. Feel like the Lions may be able to win against the Monkeys, but the Monkeys will still have the edge for this, definitely.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see what they pulled out of the bag for the series against Squirrels, because I would have thought Squirrels were one of the favourites for this tournament.
Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, they're the only team out of the people we have participating today who are currently in a position to qualify for the sort of final national thing.
Right, yeah, the land pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. Oh no, sorry, no, they're not. It's the top 6 teams, so they are right on the border of that. They are currently seeded at 7th, meaning they are right underneath in terms of points.
They might be able to do it. We'll see as the tournament goes on.
Yeah, I thought it was 8 teams for the land, but apparently there's only 6 listed on here. So
It will be very interesting, I'm sure.
indeed,
This is going on for some time though. Like, you know, these guys finished pretty quick. I guess if they got a third game though, that's an extra 5 minutes at least goal time. You know.
yeah, precisely. And I mean, at the end of the day, if they're that even as well, they may or may not have had 1 or 2 overtimes,
That's
keeping each game individually very close as well. So
that's true. I have to get in touch and see how the games went because now I'm curious. Like,
looks like they've got 1.5 minutes left on the final game, according to Sinners has just grabbed them in chat. So
I see. Must be a very close game.
Yeah.
All right, we're just gonna sit here, twiddle our thumbs for the next minute and a half or more. So what are you guys think?
Shame if we knew the lobby they created, we could jump in and watch the final game. Just end up casting the all important one for them, but unfortunately we don't have that information. We've not been allowed.
Yeah, they might have done it invited. To be fair.
Yeah, maybe.
But I'm sure it was very interesting. It might make for a very interesting final round too.
Indeed, if the Lions manage to take that one, then that puts Squirrels out, unfortunately, of the of getting into the final, and that would mean either the Lions or the Monkeys. The game they do decides who gets into the final with them. So
yeah, that's very true. Cool. All right.
I'm definitely rooting for the Salford Lions, even though they're 1 place above us in NSE.
We won't talk about that part. We'll keep it on the.
Gotta root for them anyway. They're the underdogs in this one. So
yeah, I'd love to see Bath go all the way now. I started with a negative bias, but now I want to see what they can do. I want to see if they can take it all the way.
It'll be interesting to see if they manage to earn their way back into the final for the end of it. Then they'll have to face the Duckies again by the looks of it, meaning they will end up with a very, very close match. And they've got to then redeem themselves because it was a pretty convincing defeat first time round for the Lions against the Duckies, and going back in may not be. They may be a little nervous, maybe, and might throw their game off. But hopefully, they can keep enough composure and give us a good game regardless.
Maybe it definitely did seem like maybe Llama was holding his own, and his other 2 teammates might have been a little on the nervous side against the Rubber Duckies, that is, and maybe they just kind of
indeed
settled against the Squirrels, and they're playing better as a team now.
Yeah, if they've taken a little bit to warm up, get the engine going, then there's a good chance they might be able to pull off something against the Duckies if they make it all the way through as well. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
Be a very interesting result though if we got even just getting the Duckies and the Lions in the final themselves, because those are the teams seeded at 3rd and 4th out of the 4 of them. So
the underdog, so to speak.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. It would be interesting enough anyway. So
It would be. Well, I'd hate to see like a whitewash on the final. You know, like just a 2-0.
yeah. Well, the final is best of 5, so we're
That
getting
is best of 5.
full length match this time around. Yeah, it's just to keep stuff to time in this evening. They're doing only best of 3 because they're doing a bit of a round robin rather than, you know, if there was a lot of teams, they do a set amount of games instead. So
yeah, I get you. So Snake is saying stuff for the Lions, he thinks, began to settle in the second match of the first series. We never settle, says Sloth. We don't mean settle as in, you know, settle for lower. We're talking about settle down, get in your comfort zone, you know?
Indeed.
Play your best. But Sloth,
when you're nice and relaxed, it's easier to play.
Exactly. Is indeed. Don't overthink, you know? Which is my worst.
Oh, and it looks like the Squirrels have managed to take it 2-1 against the Lions, meaning the Lions are not able to get to the finals this time round. So, if it depends what happens. So, if the Duckies win and the Lions then win, it means it'll come down to goal difference between the Squirrels and Monkeys because they'll both have one game.
I think Warwick,
it'll come.
Warwick can't go into the final because they have a graduated player.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Or
if it comes even,
they could go and they don't have any bragging rights. They win. It was one or the other.
I think they said if they can get a sub in from the uni, then they're allowed to play. Other than that, no.
Nice.
Actually, sorry, I'm looking at this again. I think I've got that wrong. So Duckies have won 2 games, so they're in regardless.
Yep.
But the Monkeys and the Squirrels have both only won 1 game. So if the Duckies and the Lions take it, it'll be a 3-way tie between everyone but the Duckies for whoever gets the last place. So that'll then come down to, I don't know how we're going to do it, goal difference or amount of games won or something like that. And so far, the Lions are the only ones where they've actually won a game and one of their losing ones. So they'd be ahead on that front.
I won't lie to you, Sloth. I'm not sure how this is working, but I believe what Cooper's saying.
I'm just going over it multiple times and realizing what I've said wrong. But, you know.
I've done too much maths today, and trying to keep track of this is very interesting. But, right, so Duckies definitely in, right? Is that what we're saying?
Duckies are in regardless, yeah. And, you know, the last 2 matches decide who gets in. It's looking likely at the moment that it's going to be Warwick. But, again, they have their sub, and they possibly won't be able to place it, then drop down to the next team. And so we'll see how it goes. We had one member of the Squirrels join us then and immediately leave.
Yeah.
So I'm not entirely sure what's going on with their team, but I'm presuming they're basically ready now that the result has come through properly.
Yeah, I got a message saying join in now, although what actually happened there, I'm not too sure. So, Sloth, from my understanding, you have to win your next game, and then yes, that is correct. All right, it looks like they're ready. Finally joined us, and they're hopping straight in. All right, let's see how this game goes.
Okay.
I really want to see Bath win this, but I feel like that might get a little boring if we see Bath win all of them.
Well, I mean, if Bath win this, it gives a chance to the teams in the lower point. And whoever wins the other match, if Bath manage to win, will be the ones going through. So,
yeah. Oh, another demo play by Joel. Interesting.
Nice little touch by Todd there, and Hypnotic's trying to put it in the middle. Got
nice
Joel with
shot.
a follow-up, and it's a good shot.
Saved, but it goes in anyway. Well,
and it looked like Green TV was on the reverse anyway, and wasn't able to get a full flip to take it outwards.
Oh, we're seeing some ping issues from Hypnotic, although I wouldn't argue 60 is a high ping. So
I would have not argued that. No, I mean I've put up with some bad ping in the past. It has to be said, on the regular. But
I've pretty much played an entire series on 60 ping.
No, yeah. On previous I had to.
What a play! Yeah. Nice chemistry coming out there between Tob and Joel.
There's a beautiful little double touch on the wall from Tob, just to make sure it goes past. and Joel putting it right in the corner past them.
Oh, wait.
Saying they're having lagging like crazy. It looks like their ping's fine. I can't see any warnings so far.
Yeah, we did have a
They
few
may-
while waiting, but
they
we might
seem
need a
to be getting-
refresh.
They're saying we're getting more spikes here. If
I'm
this
gonna
is
keep an eye on it.
really an issue, we can do something about it. But for now, we'll just keep going.
I'm seeing 20s and 40s and no peaks really.
Oh, saw what Todd was going for there, but unfortunately, he couldn't get anywhere near the right angle for it.
Once again though, Bath are keeping on the pressure. 2 goals up, 1 minute in, and looking real strong.
It's very hard for the Squirrels to follow up on this, I'm afraid. But
It looks like Princey went for a flip reset there and just didn't quite work out for him.
it's nice to see him attempting some of this more complicated stuff. Anyway,
Definitely shows he's confident, you know. He's not worried yet.
They still got their heads on the right way, ready to go.
No, with a great centre. Joel a little too late to capitalise on it though.
Yeah, Solerith was very close to putting that in, but managed to stop just in the way and then get a decent clear on it. So
Well read by Todd there. They're just constantly going for Orange's goal here. They're just not letting up whatsoever.
it's like Hypnotic's on that side. They're going to try for an aerial play here. Todd putting it across into the middle. Hypnotic up again, but it's nicely defended.
Looks like Bath kind of eased off a little bit, but once again the ball finds itself right in Squirrel's face, essentially. But then well cleared it once again.
They're keeping up a half decent defense, but this constant pressure is just means that they only need one crack and they could put it straight through again. They really need to get some of the pressure up on their own if they want to turn this around.
Oh, and here we go. This might be exactly what they're looking for. Princey looking to put it in, cleared by Todd. But
Another attempt here. Green TV's put it in the middle, but unfortunately they're already backing.
Todd looking for the redirect, not quite making contact there, but Hypnotic is staying with it, looking to recenter for his team.
Oh, nicely played by Hypnotic, taking it around him, but unfortunately his teammates couldn't get on the end of it.
Oh, bump
It looks
in Green. Looks like they may have saved themselves on the shot, but well saved by Joel. Well cleared.
Yeah, well, the pressure's definitely turning anyway. This is good to see. The Squirrels seem to be getting it in a lot closer to the net of the Bath Rower Duckies now. They just need that. They just need that double commit. They need that lapse in defense to fully capitalize on the situation.
Good shot by Green, a little wide though. Solerith with a good center, and there's the shot. There's the goal they needed.
It's a beautiful center straight up the wall, giving Princey a pretty nice straight shot.
Very
Well played
nice.
either way. And that's starting to tie the game up. Potentially the Squirrels can make it a lot more even again.
Might even see him pull it back and go for the win on this.
It's nicely done by Solerith, and he's tried to do it himself. It's very close to the edge. Looks like Green's got a chance here, but Joel's right in the way. Nicely defended once again.
Joel definitely showing his defensive capabilities here. He's been very much a midfielder throughout this tournament today, but he's coming through his defensive side now.
Yeah, it seems to be showing off more on the back lines for his team.
Ooh,
Oh, it's a bit of a
missing.
whiff there by the Todd, but unfortunately there's a bit of bumping going on in the box again, and no one's able to then follow up properly.
I'm seeing a few alerts about server health. Let's see if that continues. It might be causing some issues for them.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Well, it doesn't seem to be too bad. Once the game has ended, though, if one of the teams wants to remake the lobby, we can quickly do that just to try and
Definitely.
provide the best possible ping. Nicely cleared again.
I'm seeing a lot of reads coming out from Hypnotic, but I'm not sure if it's just him placing himself well or if he's actually predicting what's going to happen here.
Oh,
What
it's
a goal!
nicely done.
Very nicely done.
Solid pass across from Solerith there, but
Wow.
sorry, from Princey, and Solerith just manages to find it dead center, straight through the defenders.
30 seconds left. We find ourselves all tied up. Next goal. May take the win.
Seconds left on the clock.
Might get to see our first overtime here. We don't know if there's been overtimes in the other games, unfortunately, but this is the first one we'll get to view. And Greed TV's going up, but Fortunately, double block there. Bit of a double commit, but
Joel making an opportunity here,
Not
but
much
well cleared
pressure.
by Princey.
Hypnotic's going in there. Keeping a solid defense now. They've worked hard to come back. They don't want to drop it just in the last few seconds here.
Hypnotic looking for an opportunity, does not find one.
Just going to put it down, take him into overtime. It's nicely tied up. It's looking very even at this point.
It is indeed.
The Duckies definitely had the first half of this game, but it looks like the Squirrels have been a lot more dominant during the end of it.
Kind of seems like they were seeing how they're going to play. And
Yeah, maybe so, maybe so.
Green TV is a sub for kills, so they're not quite at full strength. Makes a lot of sense. So Squirrels aren't at full strength here.
Yeah, I did touch on that earlier, but I wasn't sure which team exactly had posted about their sub. But if it's the Squirrels that are doing this, it makes a little more sense. They got a player which they're not used to playing with. They're still managing to pull off really well, but so far they've only got 1 win out of 2.
Oh, Green with the opportunity there, but well cleared it looks like.
Hypnotic got it straight into the crossbar and put it out again for his team. Well played.
Oh, Hypnotic looking at it to slip and pass past Green, but didn't quite work out.
Joel
Joel over top of Solaris.
going up, but no.
Ooh.
Princey's got control.
Princey.
Doing his own aerial now. He's run out of boost, unfortunately unable to get another touch there.
That could have been a very nice goal right there.
He's set up in a very good position, but unfortunately he just didn't have the assets to finish it off afterwards. It's a nice attempt by Todd, but Joel's going to put it in again. Princey's just right in the right place. It's like Princey's going to follow it up again
I'm on the edge of my seat. More or less.
Yeah, no, this is probably the most even match we've been able to see so far, so
It's very nice.
very well done. Very good.
Oh, Hypnotic looking to center, runs out of boost. And manages to not get the touch. Joel, try once again. Wow, cleared. Here we see the defensive power of the Squirrels.
Yeah, very solid. They've managed to... They were a bit shaky in the first half, but I think once they figured out the Rubber Duckies, they managed to hold a solid defense non-stop.
Ooh, they double committed that one though. But looks like nothing will. Oh, Hypnotic with another center. Joel, open goal, puts it high.
Ricochets off the inside of the top bar, off the crossbar, and does come out again. Very close. Maybe a bit of a brown trousers moment there for the Squirrels, but they managed to stave it off even so.
Ooh, so they're from the backboard, well cleared by him. But right into the hands
nice
of
shot from Top.
Top.
Very close, but he managed to get the rebound. I thought the first one should have gone in there, but he managed to get it just on the post. But he was there in the right place to follow it up himself. And that the first game therefore goes to the Rubber Duckies.
That was a very close game.
This
Do you
is
think
what we
Squirrels
like
can
to
take
see.
one?
Oh, I think it's definitely an opportunity. They were definitely looking a lot more dominant during the second half of that.
Yep,
It's just
really
the one mess up there. They were expecting Tobbs to go straight in the corner, I think, and were not expecting the rebound to just drop straight into his hands for an easy second shot.
That was very well played. I would like to see this series go 2-1, just like the Squirrels versus the Lions did. But you know,
Indeed, yeah.
statistically speaking, it shouldn't. This should be easy, not easy, but not as close as it was between them, because Bath are looking very sharp today.
Yeah, we were a little worried when Squirrels got taken by the Monkeys in the first game, but they've shown themselves to be a solid team anyway here, and it might cause a bit of an upset for the Duckies. It's like we're just waiting on Hypnotic at the moment. He may have a few issues. Do we want to... We could try and restart. Okay, no. We're being thrown in anyway.
Yeah, I did not see any comments about it, so I guess they're fine to play on.
Yeah, I presume they'll be all right. Hopefully, it did look like there was a few occasional ping spikes there, but I don't think it was doing it. It was a mini roll break. That is perfectly valid. I'm all for that.
I thought it was more of a team meeting, you know, keeping morale high. Oh, Princey looking to score an early one there, but not quite coming through.
well defended, and Solaris wasn't able to get another attempt into the middle. And it looks like they're going to get it over again and try for another one here.
Ooh. Seeing some latency variation, some packet loss. Something definitely is going on with this server.
Yeah, we may be in a bit of a dodgy territory, but looks like Solaris going to try and take control of it again. Nicely put into the middle, but Joel's already there.
Oh, cleared. There we go. An opportunity on the backboard, but well cleared. It looks like pretty well placed there.
Definitely looks a lot more like there's a lot more pressure coming from the Squirrels this time round. They're keeping Bath mostly to their side at the start here.
Hypnotic is there, puts it
that,
wide. That's very unlucky for Hypnotic there. But that was a great pass by Todd.
Yeah, very close one there. Could have become something easy, but it looks like Joel's going in again. Nicely put in the center, and Tobb's going for it, but unfortunately can't get there in time. Sorry. It looks like the Squirrels are going to try something here. Solaris with a nice pass around 2 players. Bit of a double commit there, but unfortunately not quick enough on the uptake.
Joel looking to take it up the wall. Maybe get a nice center in. That's a very nice touch indeed. But Hypnotic not quite knowing what to do with it. Well cleared by them.
Yeah, it was very dangerous territory for them, but unfortunately it looked like Hypnotic was not responding in time for it.
Saved by Todd there. Oh!
Oh, it's a beautiful shot from Princey.
Very well
Very
saved.
close.
Very good defense coming out in these games. The closer it gets, you just see some better and better plays.
It's like Princey's right in here there. Looks like he's going to fight for Hypnotic in the middle, but unfortunately goes through, and Joel gets a shot towards the net, but unfortunately it's very wide.
More like a pass than Hypnotic. Here we go.
And there it is.
Very nice to see. 1 goal in the first half by the Bath Rubber Duckies. I think that's going to test the Squirrels here. I think they're going to definitely be like tested.
Yeah. I think Joel got a nice push through there, but the position meant that it was almost impossible for the Squirrels to get any sort of save on that. It looks like they're straight out the gate with a very close shot.
Sadly, Green could not get back to it in time to put it in, but that was a very nice attempt by Green.
Nice done by Princey, keeping it up, trying to take it through, but
a nice shot, but straight into the hands
again
of Green. Seraph with the what?
Oh
shot.
my word!
I think that's the best counter-attack we've seen all night.
Was absolutely beautiful there, managing to put it in just off the bottom side of the crossbar, and he couldn't put it any lower, or he would have hit Joel on that one. That was just very, very well placed. All tied up, still at half time, and we're back to an even scoreline.
This could turn out to be a very close game indeed.
Like a bit of a cheeky demo there, but may not lead to anything. Looks like there wasn't enough movement in time. Looks like Princey's going in for this one, trying to stop Hypnotic. It's a nice block, but it looks like Todd's there. Passed, I'm afraid, but Princey's back on. Squirrels now trying to push forwards a bit more, but once again, solid defending from the Duckies. Oh, and that's beautiful.
That is very nice indeed. Very nice redirect there.
I think he made sure to get that off his towers as well, put it slightly slower and over to the other side, making it really hard for the Duckies to get to it.
There we go. 2-1 up for the Squirrels. Bath will need to...
Looks like for the first time we've seen them, the Bath are now on the behind.
Yeah, they've definitely been leading throughout tonight. Tob
It
looking to
looks
get
like
a
there
nice
might be an
touch.
opportunity.
That was a very nice shot by Tob. But,
Yeah, that was very well done, quite high, but unfortunately Green was in the right place and defended it well, so it looks like it's going to come back out for the Squirrels here.
Green centering, but well denied by Joel. Joel taking it down, but ooh, well read by Princey. And once again, another counter-attack.
Good shot from Solaris. He's going to get another touch here. Can he put it down past Joel?
Green is there.
That's quite good, but it's not on target. And Green can't get in the right place.
Looking to recenter, but just can't get the right touch on it. Ooh, Tob wins the 50 there. And nothing can come of it.
Some nice pass there from Green, but fortunately Hypnotic's closer than Solaris. Manages to take it off him.
Ooh, Princey
And that's
has
a
sent
bit
it,
of a-
but he has well kept it and kept it out of Tob's hands there.
Seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, that was well played.
Very
Managed to keep it
risky,
in.
but
While Solaris going for a bit of a demo at the back.
Tob looking to intervene, but doesn't get it, but it's not needed. Princey bringing it back around. Cleared by Tob and almost into the hands of Green there.
Fortunately, it looks like Princey got a pinch on the ball himself there, sending it right back to their half. Potentially dangerous, but they're keeping it away, and it looks like this one is going to go the way of the Squirrels. Sorry, unless there can be some mad overtime, mad buzzer beater goal here. It's still staying up, but Princey's going to put it on target, and almost take another one.
Almost. So we're all tied up in the series as well.
Yeah, it's nicely done. It's the first time we've been able to see a third match this time around. The Squirrels have definitely been showing that they deserve their place in the NSE. Even with a sub, they're performing really very well.
They are indeed. They are indeed. This may look like the grand final could be Bath versus Squirrels here.
Yeah, if Squirrels manage to win this game, then they're going to have to replay immediately because they'll both have 2 games apiece.
It's a beautiful goal, Sarif. Beautiful. Alright. The only thing is, though, if Squirrels win this, we're going to have to take a 10-minute break. Just so they can regroup and reform.
Yeah, and then after that, we'll have the finals on.
The grand final.
We'll see who makes it. This is looking very close, and it could go either way at the moment. But the thing is, the Squirrels still have a chance of getting in, whether they win this or not. It all depends on what happens in the other match.
It does indeed. It does indeed. Joe clearing it into hopefully their half. Very nice touch there. Gets past Princey, but Solaris denies him. Tob almost with the shot, but sends it a little wide. The goal is still potentially there, and
oh no!
Sadly, cannot be taken by Hypnotic.
It looks like Hypnotic's been in a bit of rougher form this match. What we've seen of him previously has been very, very good, but here he just seems to be unable to get a few of those. There's been a couple of chances which have been quite close.
Yeah, I see what he's saying. Maybe he needs a break. You know, he's definitely been tested throughout these series, and
Indeed.
maybe it's just a little overworked right now. Nice shot by Green, but well saved by Joel there. A little bit of a double commit by Bath, but nothing to worry about.
Another potential here as Princey comes up.
Comes in.
Shot down, bouncing it up, but Joel's once again flying in from the side, getting a lot of these cross saves. Very well played.
So there, looking for another opportunity. Nice flick, and it goes into the top of the goal. Very nicely done.
Yeah, well self-controlled in the midfield, turns it round and gets a very good flick just over both the defenders, managing to put it right at the top of the goal.
Very nicely done.
In the third game, the Squirrels have put themselves in the lead to begin.
They may be, definitive, Arguably, there's a lot of pressure on the first goal. Squirrels going to be feeling a lot more confident now. And it could just mean they take this series.
Even with one goal, you've then got a bit of a safety net. You can afford to... I think the other thing is you can then afford to make occasionally riskier plays because you're not as worried about the consequences, which can be much more dangerous for your opponents as well.
Indeed, it can be. Well controlled by Tob, straight to the hands of Joel. Joel taking it up the wall and centering.
Trying to pull something off again, but
not meant to be well defended. It's looking like Squirrels have very much showed up today, and they might have had a slow start, but now they're definitely here, and they want to take it. They want to go to that grand final.
Yeah, they're fighting all the way, and they are really trying to show why they deserve it here. So.
Ooh, Hypnotic with the back pass to, but nothing comes of it. Ooh, almost an opportunity by Tob there.
Very close. Hypnotic tried to get a second shot, but at that angle it's incredibly hard, and Solaris just managed to take it round. It looks now that the Squirrels have got a good position to try this. And Green's got another shot in. Fortunately, nothing quite getting up. Nothing quite getting challenging there.
That was a nice little touch there by Hypnotic. It looks like he pinched it against Tob, who was holding it there and managed to send it into the corner.
Yeah, that's very well played. It's like Princey's trying up for it, but once again, the Duckies are in the right place, keeping the defense solid. And Joel's following it around. This is potentially in the middle here, but
Out boost.
Princey's the fastest. It's a nice shot across.
It was, but that was always going to be an easier save there against a team of this caliber.
Yeah, you definitely need to. You definitely need them a lot more out of position. Green was already in the goal, already waiting. Very hard to score when they're this good. Looks like it's against the wall. Looks like Hypnotic may have a chance to take it off, and he does. He puts it across the other corner.
Sadly, Salford have lost theirs, so Salford could not get that one win they needed.
That's a massive shame. That means, at the moment, we're going to have 2 wins from the Lions, and possibly 2 wins from the other 2 teams as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, not from the Lions, from the Monkeys. Which means it would be these 2 teams again if the Monkeys then can't get themselves a proper sub, by the sounds of it.
Yeah. Ooh. I'll do it later. I was about to message Sinners to
Nicely
ask for more details on that situation, but then you lose the sound.
Indeed. Don't want to lose it this vital moment. We've got 40 seconds left, and it looks like the Squirrels are in a confident position. They just need to keep running down the clock, and they can take the game home.
30 seconds left on the clock.
That could have been an opportunity there.
It's like Ducky's definitely trying to up the pressure now. They know they've got to make something happen.
Yeah. I think Bath needs to go all-out attack here. Oh, Joe, here we go. That's going to be an
Nice
opportunity.
shot.
Well cleared by Solaris.
Yeah, very well played. It's like Joel's putting it in the middle, but Princey's the one there. Straight towards their goal again. And I think this is all over.
It sure looks that way.
And that's for the Squirrels, giving all teams other than the Lions 2 games apiece, which would make it even, but given the situation with the Warwick Monkeys, we're looking like we're going to have another Squirrels-Ducky match for the final.
It does indeed.
But that was really well played. So
was.
that's the closest game we've seen so far. You know, both teams being able to put on massive amounts of pressure, solid defense. But it's the Squirrels that managed to find their opportunities and just secure the victory.
Yeah, so we're going to have to give these guys, I think, 10 minutes to either find their player or to potentially see a Bath versus Squirrels game.
Indeed. I'm not... have we got some sort of...
Well, we could, it's been suggested we could interview the teams. We could interview
We could
Bath.
indeed. Do you want to...
We could ask Bath if they're up for an interview.
Do we want to drag someone in here? I don't know if Cinerus would have to do it for us.
Yeah, Sinners isn't even here. We could... we have to make a new call.
Can you talk in the help room? In the waiting room, sorry.
You can, but then anyone could join is the issue.
We could try it and then shout at people if they join.
Do you want to?
Just me. I mean, that seems to be the easiest option. Otherwise, we're going to have to make a sort of separate Discord call by the looks of it. So,
yeah.
Let's try jumping into there. If we get, just post in general, can we get the Duckies in here first? And then we'll do some of the other teams.
Yeah, sounds good.
And just jump across.
Yeah, so it's been a very close series here. Like, 3 teams on potentially to go in. To the grand final, I mean. Sorry, I should probably clarify.
Indeed,
that.
yeah. Yeah, no, they've it's been very close and very well done.
So Sloth is saying Salford they lost momentum in the second game, weren't quite able to keep up the pressure, and I guess they went 2-1. That's very sad to hear, Sloth. It would have been excellent to hear you trying to get into.
Yeah, well, it was definitely the lowest one, and they've managed to put up a bit of a fight here, and that's always respectable, regardless. It was going to be hard for them from the start, so.
Although, wouldn't the Lions require Bath to win their game in order to have a chance?
They would have required Bath to win as well. Yes.
Yeah. So.
Sorry. Should we get the Duckies in here then?
Yeah, let's try it.
See if we can get a bit of a player interview. It'd be good.
Okay, so we may potentially have to wait until 8:45.
Okay.
Didn't clip my goal. You can go back into the VOD and do it yourself if you wish, dude. Or yeah, I just PM'd Joel, and Sinners has tagged him for us. Joel was replying.
Yeah.
I don't know. I clipped it in my heart.
Well, I mean, if we're able to get the Duckies in, we could do it. Yeah. It looks like it's all going to come down to whether or not the Lions Monkeys are able to play in the final round, because otherwise they are the only team without an extra game.
Well, here we go. The teams of Bath, or the members of Bath, have joined us. How's it going, guys?
Hello.
How are we feeling after that one?
It's a bit tense.
Yeah? Bit heartbroken?
Yeah. I think we should have won it, to be honest.
Yeah, what is that?
It was.
Well, we won this first game.
Okay. That's a good sign. Okay.
We won the first game. I think it's a match that could easily go either way, to be honest. A lot of teams have both pressure.
That has to be the closest game we've seen so far. It was really good to watch, we have to say, from our end. So
it was very good content, in my opinion. Even if you beat Sussex Carball 2 weeks in a row, I'm not gonna hold anything against you guys.
No worries.
It was very well played, I gotta say. It's nice to see. Hypnotic, though, Cooper made the comment that you weren't quite there in that final game. Disagree? Agree?
I think that's fair to say. I think I got thrown off of the rhythm we were in once we took the loss, or once we started losing and going down, and a lot of pressure started coming on our ends, and I was struggling a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
I think I just need to get back into the mood. Yeah,
it definitely happens.
Well, we saw you perform so well against the other two teams. You were always on it and pulling off some really great stuff, and it just did. And it seemed like, as you said there, you lost your rhythm after the last one, and maybe weren't as there for the final game.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping I can bring it back a little bit for the final.
Well, this must be very interesting. Solarif has just said he agrees that you weren't quite there in the last game. You were very strong in the first 2 games, and you're doing well. So it's got a nice little confidence boost.
Thank you.
Bring it back. So
yeah, well, at the moment we're looking like we've got 3 teams all on 6 points. But obviously there is the issue with Warwick and their substitute team. And therefore, depending on what the ruling happens on that, if they are unable to find a substitute, they won't be able to play, and therefore it'll be you versus the Squirrels again for the final.
The rematch.
Yeah.
Indeed. And this time you got a best of 5.
Oh, that makes it so much better.
So any kind of thoughts, strategies going into this grand final? Or bearing in mind they could be watching, your opponents. Any comments or?
Certainly with thoughts, I think I can never remember the name, but Celerius or whatever he's called. He's posing a lot of problems. In the second game, he scored 2 really, really amazing goals to pull him back from 1-0 down. Yeah,
they were very nice. Would you guys say there's a lot of kind of pressure on the first goal? If you concede the first goal, do you feel different, or do you feel confident if you score the first goal in a game?
I definitely feel confident if we score first.
Yeah.
I know, if we go down first, then it's a lot of pressure just to even it up rather than even go ahead. So.
Yeah, definitely. Do you guys have any comments for how the tournament's going? You know, NSE overall or just a scrim tournament?
I feel like we kind of did not so well in the qualifiers as we should have done. I think we should have probably been in the nationals a bit sooner than we did.
Yeah.
But it's good to be here now.
Yeah, I gotta say, as the team that's faced you, you play very strong and very not regionally, if that makes any sense.
Very not regional.
Well,
Yeah, I was like,
wow.
how do I word this? And that's the best I could do.
I mean, you're insulting both of us simultaneously, so it's only fair.
But no, it's nice to see you in nationals, and I hope it goes well. And
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck, guys. And we'll try and I think we're going to try and grab the squirrels next if
yeah,
we
we're gonna
can.
try and grab squirrels. So thank you very much for your time, guys. And
Thank you.
Best of luck going into the grand final.
Thank you very much.
Oh, here he is. He's joined early.
Hey boys.
There we go. Are we getting your third in, or is he? Is it just you two?
Wait, where is he? I'll bring him over 1 second.
You drag him.
What's up?
How's it going, buddy?
Good, man. Good. That was a tough game.
It was,
There we go.
but your aerials were on point. You know, you pulled off some tricky stuff.
Yeah, man. And, I'm having a lot of lag spikes and issues with the internet, so
Yeah,
We've
is-
all had
It did
issues.
seem to be slightly more dodgy on that one. We were wondering about resetting the lobby, but we seem to go in anyway, so we thought
Yeah.
best to leave it.
no, it's been happening on my internet. It happens like every week from like a month. It's dead weird.
Okay.
Go
Well,
on.
we haven't had the pleasure of watching your other matches, I'm afraid. And you managed, the Lions, who have been maybe struggling a little bit here, managed to take one game off you, and then you managed to lose against the Monkeys first, so we didn't see what happened in those. And we feel like maybe seeing how well you've played this time round, maybe it's a bit of a slow start this week, and you've just been getting more and more into it as you've been going along.
Yeah, in a way, I think we sort of came in just like with the idea of just messing around random cars, making ourselves look funky and whatnot. And then as it started, like, because when we first started against the Warwick, they had Smee here, and we knew from last year that he's obviously a grand champ and has been for a while. We weren't really sure on the rules of it, but we just thought, you know what, maybe we should actually try because we know he's good and we don't want to get like smashed. So we
Yeah.
started picking it up, and then I think it was the first game against the
Warwick.
I can't remember. No, the other guys, the second
Salford
Salford Lions.
Salford, yeah. The first game against them, we weren't really pushing too hard either. And then we realized in the second one, actually, if we want to try and make this final, we should step it up. So I think we went 5-0 and 6-0 in those last two.
I think it's a bit of not trying and a bit of we were just kind of warming up. But
Yeah.
I'd say after those last two games,
So
we're
Um,
playing pretty well now.
Go on.
yeah, that sounds like a little bit of a BM. You're not taking it seriously. It's just easy wins for you guys.
I mean, that was an easy win.
We're not even like a full team. We've got TV here, who's a second team captain. So
Oh, right.
he joined in to have a few games because we thought, why not give it a go? We hadn't been in a scrim tournament before.
Yeah, so you haven't got that synergy down.
No.
Nah, not really.
Nah.
And how
Well, I
You
feel
could probably see it a bit in the game.
itself.
I feel like.
Yeah,
Well, I
I
feel like
I'm
it's been developing itself. I feel like you've been working better together as even the match went on when we saw it. We haven't been able to see that much, but it seems to be all
Yeah.
right now.
I just
Still
keep
feel a bit
BMing
out of
Green TV
rotation.
because every time he misses, I said, "Oh, Drumzors would score that." So, yeah, hard BM from me.
Makes the
Yeah,
team
difficult.
stronger, you know, if you got that banter chemistry.
It does, man.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
that's
the
why
guy
he's
who
second
strips-
team, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
Drumzors wouldn't be second
Wow.
team.
But no, it's very well played. I'm looking forward to the final. I really hope you guys get into it. You know, I feel bad for the chance of redemption.
presume it will. I presume it's going to be you guys. We're still waiting on a bit of a ruling in terms of Warwick. The one comment we have had though from the Duckies was they are very worried about you, Solerith.
Yeah, we heard.
Yeah.
We don't need to feed his ego anymore, though. That's the
Yeah,
worst
don't
part.
feed my ego anymore. No, the Duckies are the team we just played, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I wish them good luck, and I actually agree with the comment. They said it could go either way. I think it really can.
It was pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, there was one member on the team for them. We've noticed he was absolutely killing it in the first 2 games, but he seemed to be a little bit off during yours. No, Hypnotic.
Hypnotic, yeah. That's the guy who we remember.
Yeah, he seemed to be very good
year.
before. He just seemed to be a little bit off tempo in the last one, but if he brings it back, you guys may have a very tough fight on your hands.
Because he saw my amazing skill, so you know.
It just put him off, you know. It's like, wow, I can't save that. I'm just gonna sit here and let him do what he does.
The ego.
Yeah.
No, I was whiffing her quite a bit as well. I think I got rid of that a bit in the last game, but the second one especially, I missed the ball a lot, which I wasn't happy with.
Yeah, you did see more there as the series went on. And we're hearing the ruling is getting complicated, so...
Oh dear.
Yeah, so
okay, I'll tell you what. If you want a different ruling, Warwick have won a total of 4 games, whereas the Duckies and Squirrels have both won a total of 5, like individual games, and therefore I would say technically they're ahead anyway.
Yeah.
I'd say if you haven't got any other way to do it, I'd say that's a pretty good way of doing it.
So what does that mean?
I'll rematch the Duckies.
This time
it's looking most likely at the moment, and it'll be a best of 5 this time around. So you have to keep the pressure on for longer.
Safe, I'm down with that.
But at the end of the day, it's up to Cinerus, and we'll see what he rules. And
yeah,
if you guys want to dip out, get a team talk going, get some strategies forming, you know, feel free.
Yeah, that's cool.
sure.
Yeah,
Good luck, Duckies, if you're in the final. Catch you later, boys.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your time, guys.
Good luck to all of
Appreciate
you.
it.
No problem.
No worries, cheers.
See ya.
Okay. So now,
So
slow
yeah, we got
messages from
some
Rorik,
here.
apparently.
okay. Well, I'm looking at it. I mean, at the end of the day, we got 3 teams on 6. And as I said, if you want a ruling to try and take one out, the Monkeys are the only team with 1 physical game down. We haven't really got a goal difference going because we haven't been recording that precisely. So
Yeah, I think the issue is do they have a sub or not? They have 1 minute to come up with a solution.
it's looking very much like we're going to have another rematch, though, straight away with the Duckies. And
oh, pardon me, I'd very much like to see that. You know, I'd like to see Hypnotic come back to full strength and really put Solaris' ego to the test. You know,
yeah,
man
indeed.
can
I mean,
definitely talk. But can he walk?
Solaris definitely, I don't think was as good in the first of 3 games there, but in the second 2, he became very dangerous. He's hitting a lot of good stuff, and if he's become on form and Hypnotic's got back in form, it'd be a very, very good match.
Indeed.
Okay, we've come to a decision. I've spoken to Warwick, and we've decided the best way to work this out is to do a rematch of their game against Kiel, and this time Warwick are going to play fair. They're going to bring a guy from their B team, and whoever wins that match is going to have a shot at the final.
Sweet. So, what teams are that? Sorry.
The Squirrels.
Warwick and Kiel. Yeah, we didn't
So we're doing a best of 3 for the Squirrels
Yeah.
and the Monkeys. Okay.
Because Warwick beat them last time, but they had Smeahy, which was obviously a bit unfair. So we're just going to redo that match.
Okay, fair enough. So we gotta sort of fight for the final here just beforehand. Oh, well, we'll see how the Squirrels react to this. Anyway, I think they're listening in on your stream, aren't they? So
they could be.
I think they are. I think they're about to hear this news. So
yeah. Here we go. So we've got Warwick rejoining, and we have the Squirrels rejoining.
Have you got the? Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, I probably should have mentioned I actually rehosted it.
Sorry for the slow reply, guys. I've been in a meeting the whole time, so
yeah, don't worry.
It's all good. All right.
I see. It's. I've just noticed. It seems to say Duckies here.
Right. Okay. I swear I can actually do this. One sec. Let me try again. One more time. I may have just
quick reset, guys. Quick reset.
All right. So we'll put Warwick. There we go. If anyone asks, the server was lagging, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We had bad lag. Like no one had even joined in, and the thing was like going at 2 frames a second. So I had to get rid of that one.
Exactly, yeah. It's bad.
It still says Duckies for me. Wait,
you need to rejoin.
Yeah, I just did rejoin.
You know,
It put me in the old one.
try again. Final time. Third time lucky.
Okay, there we go. We got a different server this time.
Yeah.
Okay, this should be it.
There you go.
There we are. Right. Okay. So now we've got it. Now you need to tell them to get back in here.
Yeah.
Had a bit of a laggy server. Sorry, guys.
One day we'll be good at this.
Don't worry. We'll be, give it a year and then we'll be commenting on the RLCS instead. So.
Worker in, and we're waiting on the squirrels. Yeah, and there they are. All right, we'll join when they join, and there it is.
Feel a bit bad. We sort of semi-promised the squirrels a position there, but looks like they're gonna have to fight for it once again.
So
but we'll see how
the
this
team
goes.
change here?
So it looks like Alice. They had Smeehy in here, and they swapped it out for Alice, the Cat Whisperer.
Interesting. Who's their B team member?
Yeah, one of their B team members. So looks like I would put my money on the squirrels if they're still in form from the last match. Yeah. The monkeys are gonna have to deal with a very tough team here, and I don't think they played them earlier.
They might have cooled down a little too much.
Solaris letting it get to his head. I think that's what it is. Oh, that's a nice touch by Princey though, putting it straight down.
Princey is still there.
Double commit there from the other two.
That is a nice shot, and Princey can't do anything about it. Very well scored by Walden, and set up by the B team member. So maybe all is not lost.
Princey got a nice centre there for his team, but they both double committed, and neither of them got it. Which just allowed Walden to get a shot straight over the top of Princey.
Here we go. Kick off number 2, exactly 4:20. Good control in midfield here. It's very much staying in midfield.
Yeah, they're keeping it around the centre of the pitch trying to go through, but it looks like the monkeys have a slight bit more pressure here, but can't quite tell at this stage.
Squirrels are going to want to score again if they want to stay in this. I thought he did score.
It's like Princey dodged out the way for Solarith though. He's going to put it into the middle. Not great. I think Green TV was on that, but
yeah, it's very much an open goal for a while there.
Solaris following this one down, trying to get it into the middle, but once again Walden's in the way.
Walden with a pass back. That could have been dangerous had Squirrels had position on that.
Oh, and unfortunately Solaris got an annoying whiff there, but they may still be able to pull something off. They're in good positions for this.
Shot by Green, but easily shut down by Star-Lord. And Star-Lord sending it down to midfield. Nice redirect by Alice, but not quite on goal. Star-Lord centering it up, but Walden retreating back.
Nicely put into the middle, but quite slow, so it was a good clear for Princey. Green's dropping it down onto Solarith now. Able to get it comfortably out and back into their side.
Solarith is there, looking for a shot.
Gets it down, but all three have committed. Could there be a goal here?
It looks like he got down in time.
Just off.
Princey bumping Star-Lord, but there's the shot.
Beautifully done.
That was a long build-up for that one, but very well deserved by Solarith.
Sets himself up off the backboard, manages to put it straight through all the defenders.
Very nicely done. All tied up, just with over half-time left to go.
I think that's the thing, Solarith. He probably had a bit of it. He was probably a bit too confident, but now he's cooled down and done a proper good shot.
Yeah, maybe his over ego was getting to him a little bit.
Maybe so.
Now settled down.
It looks like Alice has missed that, and Solaris got another chance.
Ooh, goes wide, back to Princey. Princey faking a pop up there. Green TV looking for the shot and he gets it.
Done. Got a pinch with Princey to send it up the wall and then managed to finish it off himself as it dropped down, putting the Squirrels back in control of the game. 2-1 to them over the Monkeys.
Very much seems Squirrels don't mind conceding that first goal, and they seem to get a read for the other team, and then they really like just bring it back. Surf with a bad miss there though. Oh, he's BMing himself with the nice shot.
Oh.
Well, that
at
was
least
a
he's
beautiful shot by Warden. Right.
the more you recognise though, the more grounded you are, the more focused. That's what I think anyway.
Does indeed.
Looks like the Squirrels have another possible chance here, but Walden's taking it off him.
Warden taking it from the
Off
ceiling.
the ceiling.
Look for that.
Can he get an
reset.
underside?
Very
That's
nice
a nice
shot.
squishy style underflip.
Yes, he
but
tried it.
wasn't able to pull it off properly, I'm afraid. It's nicely done.
Oh,
Very close.
Alice putting it a little wide there.
Oh, that's a bit of a double commit there as Princey bumps into the back of green, but Solerif has it covered in the middle when it
Alice
comes
is
back.
there looking
again.
to pass out to Starlord, but Starlord not being able to aerial there for the redirect. Warden
It's
putting
nicely
it in.
done.
2-2.
It just dropped in the middle for him, and he saw the gap in defence and took a straight shot.
Just goes to
There's
show
no
you don't
way.
need to make it fancy. You just need to be
Alice with a
right time.
beautiful demo, though, just completely shutting down Princey, stopping any chance of them getting back to it. It's very well played.
Here we go. 5th kickoff of the game. Warden. This game's been a lot faster paced, more goals scored than most previous games, I think.
Indeed,
We've had a few
indeed.
5-1. We had one 5-1 game, but
I mean, the difference is this one's been quite even. The only other one we saw get this even and close was the first game of Squirrels v Duckies. The last one we watched. They managed to get to 3-2 for their overall score.
ooh, Solo just off by millimeters on that shot there.
They put it back in. Alice has a chance, and oh my
Solerif put it
word!
in himself.
Oh no! Absolute nightmare there.
Oh, you hate to see
Gone
it.
with the back touch, and he put it into the goal. The
Personally,
bit
I
of
would have
stuff,
gone
yeah.
for what a save there rather than nice shot.
Oh no, I would have definitely gone for nice shot because that's exactly what I've done. No, mine would have been nice shot calculated, I think, but it looks like that's Alice with a soft touch just puts it in the corner and he can't reach, and that makes it 4-2 to the Monkeys here.
What a nice pass by Starlord there, though. Perfectly right in front of him. Just needs a little simple touch, and it goes in.
Yeah, well played. Simple enough goal, but perfectly executed.
This is very nicely played by Warwick. And
Oh
a
my
fifth by
word.
Starlord.
Fast kickoff gives Starlord a perfect chance to slam the ball into the corner.
Very nicely played there. This is very interesting to see for Squirrels. Maybe they just got complacent after their last game.
They were in the lead a little earlier, and they seem to have most of the pressure. Maybe they've let up a little bit, but it seems to be the Monkeys are absolutely dominating at the moment in the highest scoring game we've seen so far.
Alice looking to clear it. But, straight to Green, who centers, but Starlord clearing it down to Alice. Alice looking to redirect, but not quite getting the touch. And Starlord just popping it in.
That's nicely done. He put it back to himself and got a good shot in the middle. I feel like Green may have been able to get that, but he wasn't expecting it to come that fast and just wasn't able to stop in time.
Feel like Squirrels need to take a moment after this game, just really regroup and just reground themselves, because
Yeah,
they've beat this team before with a Grand Champ. So and now this is, you know, B team.
They've supposedly got one of their second string who isn't as good, but you know they've been pulling off a lot better. And in fact, the second string member Alice here has the highest score for the Warwick Monkeys.
Definitely MVP. It's gonna be interesting to see if Squirrels can actually pull this back. Like, I mean, for goals, that was a very exciting game, but it would be nice to see better plays and better defense. In my honest opinion.
I think the Squirrels definitely can. They had a good start to the game. Feel like maybe they did get a bit complacent, and then once Warwick got a couple, they just steamrolled through and were able to keep putting them in, completely shutting them down in that game. But I definitely feel like the Squirrels have the potential here.
feel like
It's-
Alice may have been a bit of a wild card here, and Squirrels just weren't ready for the unknown player, I guess, in a sense.
Yeah, maybe so. She's gotten only 1 goal herself, but 3 very good assists, putting it in the right place for her teammates. Just well done.
It was a very well-earned playmaker there. Very nice to see. We haven't even seen many of those. We haven't seen many hat tricks or playmakers earned, but that was our first one.
Yeah, there's one hat trick and 1 playmaker on the side of Warwick there.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Maybe Alice has been getting some practice in with his team behind the scenes.
Maybe so, maybe so. They've had 1 player where they've who's been off at certain points. Alice might have had to do this before as well. We're not sure on the situation for the Monkeys here. It looks like we're going again anyway.
Yeah.
Good kick off in the centre. Goes the way of the Monkeys.
That command got
Very
everybody.
dangerous position for the start of the game, and it looks like it's heading towards, but Green's on top of it.
Here we go. We're seeing a lot of this classic Warwick pressure we've seen throughout the night, with Warwick just being all over the other team, even without their, that extra grand champ.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, potential there. It's still there. What a nice play. A nice little block there by Star-Lord, leaving Walden just with an open goal, really. Slef almost with a great save, but...
Unfortunately, both other members of the Squirrels were already out at that point and weren't able to reach. But it's well played. I mean, the thing is, we got to see the Monkeys play against the Duckies. They did very well. It was a 2-0 victory for the Duckies, but both games were very close. It's quite tightly fought, and they did have good pressure for a lot of it.
Nice centre, but Walden a little too slow to capitalise on it. Maybe a bit too fast with a pass there.
Yeah, it's very hard to read. It was very low, straight in the middle, but went across within a blink of an eye.
With how Warwick are playing here right now, they're definitely becoming favourites for the final.
They are definitely looking in much better form than we've seen them earlier, and expecting good things here. And it seems their substitution has not slowed them down one bit. They seem to be performing just as well with this sub instead of their other one.
Integrated nicely into the team.
Yeah, definitely not as outgoing as Smeehy was, like constantly trying to make plays, but very solid defense and a very good playmaker as we saw in the last game. So
yeah, indeed. We've seen a lot of rallies going on here. A nice demo by Green there. Maybe wanted the ball rather than the demo, but
it's like Solaris got a bit of space, but unfortunately has it taken it off him again.
Green looking to cross, but it's well blocked. Nice little double tap against the wall there. Passing it to Green. And picked up by Walden.
Oh dear, that's a... Solaris has managed to
yeah, he almost
go straight
overhauled
past
it.
that one. It's very, very scary there.
Yeah,
Thankfully, Princey was in the right place, but it's just looking like it could be a 2-0 for the...
That was a nice shot by Princey, but a pretty easy save for the defender.
Come back into the middle. One's got into the middle, but Princey's already there. Pretty slow to do, but Star-Lord back again, and yeah,
It's just a constant back and forth between Weedham Squirrels and Warwick Monkeys.
Indeed, yeah. Yeah, that's constantly pushing either way.
I mean, Warwick just
But
needs
it's
to
still
keep it
very
up.
close at this point.
Just need to, be defensive, keep up the pressure, and they're through to the final.
Yeah, they're quite happy to have a rally at this point. It's
It's
the Squirrels that need to switch it up, make some risky plays to try and get the reward out of it. So looks like Prince is putting it into the middle. It's a nice shot by Solaris.
Well defended by Alice.
Good opportunity though. And might be able to get something out of this. Pushing
Still
it into the
pressure
box,
here.
but Star-Lord's in the right place.
Squirrels definitely keeping it in their half. But Walden looking to make a goal here. Alice is in midfield, but Walden scores it by himself, making it 2-0 for Warwick Monkeys.
Very well played. Nice little aerial touch there.
Yeah, that was
Very hard to
done.
deal with. It looked like Princey was somewhere near, but he just couldn't get there in time.
It actually
And
looks
in
like
fact,
Princey
he got
put
the
it in.
final hit on
Yeah.
that. Yeah. It looked like it may have been going in anyway, but Princey just wasn't able to get in the right place to take it out, unfortunately.
We're seeing a lot of own goals from Squirrels here.
It's the first 2 own goals we've seen at all in the entire thing so far. That's a good shot by Starlord, bouncing just off the corner. Callis is up, trying for something else, but unable to put it in the middle for her teammates that time.
Oh, Princey looking to center.
Good control, taking it round the players, pushing it in. But
Walden isn't easily fooled. Green TV looking to recenter, but way too hard, but finds Stellarev and straight into the net. Beautiful play there by those two.
yeah, nice pass, straight in the right place, and Solarith was there watching and got a good shot straight over the top of Walden.
As they were saying,
And they have potential to pull this back right here and right now.
47 seconds, it could happen. It's a nice play to see considering Green is their substitute, and obviously they don't have like the passing kind of chemistry there, but they still managed to pull that off. Oh, Green looking for the redirect, just a little off of it. Solarith passing back to Princey. Nice touch there by Princey.
Touch, yeah.
Nicely pinched.
Managed to push forward a bit, but they really need to go harder and make something special happen here to...
They may as well go all out attack, forget defense, and just try and get that next goal.
Yeah, they don't have a chance if they don't try something big here, so they need to just push in. It's looking like another goal, and Alice takes it in.
I'm afraid I think that confirms it. I think that's like
that looks
right,
like the game may be over here. Seems unlikely the Squirrels can pull it off now, but you never know.
You never know.
There's been some mad things happen in the past.
Stranger things have happened indeed.
Flair has put himself upside down right in their box. He's completely given up on life. He realizes it's probably all over, and that's it. Warwick Monkeys get a 2-0 against what seems like, by all accounts, should have been a hard match for them. They seem to have pulled ahead quite confidently and managed to put themselves into the finals.
Yeah, so it seems like we have a Warwick versus Bath Rubber Duckies final.
It's just been well played, and was not expecting the Monkeys to pull out such a good first match there. It was pretty even for the majority of it, but as soon as they got the one goal they needed to equalise, they had the pressure on their side and they started to steamroll, and they became very powerful and hard to deal with.
They did indeed. It was well played by Squirrels, but I think at the end of the day, they just got the better of them. Like Monkeys just got the better of Squirrels, and they just couldn't recover. They just wasn't there. Very sad to see.
Feel bad for those guys as well, because if they hadn't managed to find a sub in time, they would of course have been in the final, and it's always a bit off. But I think having them replay it with a team member that's valid is probably the fairest way they could have done it. So I appreciate that.
It is indeed. Now we need to get Bath back in here. Which team captain was Bath?
Joel, I think. Yeah, it's Joel, isn't it?
All right. I should probably message
Joel and Coxner, or whatever. I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but okay. Kosh. It's probably Kosh.
Sadly, it was just 4 teams in this tournament, buddy. So only 4, and we did a round robin, and Bath definitely are looking strong. It'd be interesting to see what they did during that last game, see how they, kept on it.
Indeed. They've been looking in pretty dominant form, but the Squirrels managed to take them down with a 2-1 victory in the other time, and this time around the Monkeys have completely smashed through the Squirrels. So this could really go either way. And we're into a best of 5. This is the final here for the Scrims tournament for tonight.
Indeed. It's going to be a long one, but it should be good.
Yeah, I'm really hopeful about the state of this.
You
I am gonna back the Duckies. I
You're
feel
backing the
like
Duckies?
Joe's been on consistently good form, and if Hypnotic gets back to the way he was in the first 2 matches we saw him, they could really dominate this match.
Yeah.
But then again, Alice has proved herself very useful despite being the B team substitute. So anything's possible.
Yeah. And there we are. Solarif is blaming no synergy with his third. Loss there.
Indeed.
Let's see what Hypnotic can do. Let's see if Hypnotic's back to full force. Because I think we could have some great games here.
Alice is trying something funky. It's a very nice shot, but Hypnotic's there. Solid defense. Another good touch. He's going to try and follow it up, but he's bumped out.
Okay, Hypnotic pushing down, but sadly nothing can happen there. Walden taking it up. Ooh, missing it. And Starlord missed it too. I feel like Starlord just cleared it for them almost.
Indeed, but I think Walden's got the edge here. And yeah, Joel tried to stop him, but
it was nicely contested.
Walden got a solid 50-50. It's into Starlord. He's got a potential shot here. Bit wide. Probably trying to set something up instead, though. Because with Joel in net ready for it. It's not going to happen.
Oh, the top follows it up. Starlord clears, but into the hands of Hypnotic. Sends it a little higher than he probably wanted. Still remains in Warwick's half, though.
It's nicely done. Hypnotic, very good try there. He was very close to getting an immediate reset and back into it for a clear.
Almost a fake there by Joel, but Warden was there.
So nice up, and Hypnotic's got the shot and it's perfectly placed in the top left corner. Indeed, great pass and a nice shot, as shown. Perfectly shot.
Very nicely done.
And it's looking like Hypnotic might be ready to go, ready to dominate.
And as they were saying earlier, they definitely put a lot, or they may not put a lot, but they put pressure on the first goal. So they're going to feel comfortable now that they've scored the first. Be interested to see how that changes their gameplay.
Gives them a little bit of a safety net, but as we've seen both times, oh my word, and Alex getting another beautiful angled shot. Not that hard, pretty simple, but the perfect angle. And
sadly,
it's all it needed.
The nice save by Joel there was actually the pass he needed, and can't save more, unfortunately. Here we go. Third kickoff of the game. Half time. Still left to go.
But as we've just shown, despite getting the first goal, which does make a huge difference, Warwick lost the first goal to the Squirrels both times in the previous match, but still managed to pull off decisive victories regardless. So they played very well.
Nicely cleared away by Warden, but still a threat. Tob and Hypnotic are both there, which just leaves Joel. He's going to try it himself, but he's going to need another touch. And Tob was that extra touch. Very nicely done.
That's very good control from there. Tob got a beautiful double touch. Joel put it up because he knew he couldn't get it straight in for himself. Non-selfish play, and let the Tob put it in himself.
Very nicely done. 2-1, 2:20 left to go. It's turning into be a very nice final.
Indeed, but again, this is roughly the position we were in the first game with the Monkeys versus the Squirrels, and we saw how that turned out after. Monkeys pulled themselves together really well.
That's very true.
They might be able to do the same thing here.
Wow, still 2 minutes on the clock. Anything could happen.
Indeed. Nice little take by Joel there, but
I mean, Bath are keeping up the pressure here.
Yeah. And it looks like Star-Lord's going to touch it down, but straight into Joel, and that's another good shot, pushing it straight in past Walden.
I feel like we need our own goal counter here, because we've seen a fair few. Sadly, he did try to save it.
It was definitely on target anyway, but that's yet another one which is technically an own goal, so that makes, I think, 3 or 4 so far.
Yeah, I think 4. 4 own goals. There you go. Alice taken upside. Cleared away by Hypnotic into the hands of Star-Lord. And Joel with a big clear here.
Like a good position for
Warden nicely
Hypnotic to take it, but no, nicely played.
Yeah, found a space, took his time. Very nicely done.
Up goes Hypnotic for a nice aerial, and it's well placed, just on the crossbar.
Sadly, Tob has double committed the ball there. That Joel was clearly aiming for. May have been for the best that Tob got it though.
Yeah, it seemed like Tob was able to get a second touch on that as well, deflecting it away from the hands of the Warwick Monkeys. Getting a very, very good chance in the middle. Cheeky little demo by Joel there on his way back. Not sure that particularly helped.
There we go. Some more pressure coming in from Bath. Joel with the backboard and cleared away by Star-Lord.
Looks like Hypnotic's on this one. He's going to get a good touch. Straight across, Walden's coming for the clear, but Tob's challenging him again and manages to get it off him.
Nice touch by
into
Tob.
the middle.
But,
Fortunately, Star-Lord's there.
Hypnotic finds it and puts it into the net. A playmaker
Solid
for Joel
shot.
as well. Seen some great team
Joel
play
is,
here.
Joel is definitely on form, but then again, so is Hypnotic. He's definitely coming back to this. Over the top of him, solid shot with all the speed it needed, perfectly placed.
Very nice.
And this is a very decisive first game by the looks of it. Looks like the
Star-Lord look for a goal.
Taking it though.
Sadly.
Very close opportunity.
It was, yeah.
I was not expecting that at all. But it looks like Hypnotic's there for another goal. Oh
what
my
a
word!
Save. It needed a clear, but
The save was very good, but unfortunately with that positioning there was no way to get it fully out.
and it was double committed
Tob was
too.
taking it again. Indeed, yeah.
Very sad to see, but what a great goal to see as well. There you go. 14 seconds left. 5-1 to Bath. I feel like this is going Bath's way.
I'm pretty confident to say this game belongs to Bath.
Yeah.
But it's been interesting. It was very solid, very close up until half time. And it'd be interesting to see what Warwick can pull off. I think the alternative thing happened to them here that they managed to get against the Squirrels last game. They got the goal they needed and started to steamroll a bit, and Hypnotic's back on form. Makes it very tough for the Monkeys here.
I think that was a very well-deserved MVP for Hypnotic. Be it 10
Indeed,
points
yeah.
difference, I feel very well-deserved. But we also saw some great plays coming out from Joel there. He really helped
All
his team
three
get
of
those
them,
goals.
Tob had multiple really good second, double touches in there, setting up opportunities. I think less of Tob's opportunities actually led to something, but I still feel like he got quite a few very good ones. So impressed by all of their performance here.
It's a very good team. They play very well together. Great to see. I wish we asked them how many hours they played together. Like if they had a that would have been good to know.
Yeah, they are, unlike the other teams here, they haven't had to put up with the subs, so they've got their full team as well. They've got proper synergy going on. And with them back in form in this match, I feel like they are very hard to beat.
Not to mention, they're following on from the confidence boost of making nationals this week. So they've managed pretty good.
They managed to solidly fight their way back up and prove they deserve their spot in nationals. So very impressed by their performance. It looks like a solid start here. It's on the side of Bath, but they're managing to get a good clear. Walden's going to put it back over, but it doesn't look like much is going to come here. The positioning's a bit off.
We're seeing some pressure from Warwick here. They're definitely testing Bath, but it doesn't seem too hard to deal with for them.
Indeed.
Very well cleared by
Nice clear by Hypnotic and a double touch. Very, very well played. It looks like Joel's going to get it over them. Put it in a very dangerous position, and Alice just unfortunately whiffing past that one. Giving Joel a bit of a free goal.
Very nice. I always find the slower the goal, the more it mugs you off. And a 51 kilometers an hour is a nice little insult, if I do say so.
Yeah, if there's ever a goal to make you very nervous, to make you underperform slightly, that sort of goal is the one you have to be careful of.
It's nothing like watching the replay of a 31 kilometer per hour ball just slide into your goal, as there's no defenders to stop it. Yeah, nice flip by Tob here. Looking to make an opportunity.
Nice touch by Hypnotic, but still blocked, unfortunately. Still in the middle, still in danger zone, but looks like now Walden's got control. He's going to... Okay, and Tob with a good demo there to stop Walden pulling anything off.
Joel looking to center for Hypnotic, but well cleared by Alice there. Star-Lord keeping it going. And he's going to try and center for his team. Nicely blocked there by Hypnotic.
It was very good. Didn't need much of a touch, but just enough to put the players off and put it out of position for what they were planning. So, very well played. It looks now Walden's back on the ball.
Walden looking to
Trying
score.
to get a pass in the middle. It's not a great attempt. Have to swing back around as Joel's a big threat at the moment.
Joel once again proving you can both defend and attack here.
That's nicely touched by Alice, but still haven't managed to get it fully out, and that's very close from Joel.
I feel like Hypnotic could have gone up for that one there, but he seemed to hesitate and just kind of...
Yeah, maybe so, but I think it did look very close for Joel, and they may have got it
still here. Wow, clear by Walden. Not an easy angle.
Got straight through. I think
maybe
oh no,
slightly wide.
I would have said that would probably have been a decent goal, but
it would have been a nice counter attack. We haven't seen too many counter attack goals here, but
no,
it would be nice to see some more.
I have to say, unlike our levels of play, there's a lot of goals here that we've seen today just being forced through, even with the defenders right there. They're just being pushed through them because of superior positioning, which is a lot rougher to deal with from a defensive point.
It is indeed.
Looks like Joel's managed to take it again, put it in the middle, but very fast. Not going to come of it. And the Monkeys are back on the attack.
Ooh, nicely cleared into the corner by Hypnotic. Still a threat though. Warwick are not giving up easy, but here's the breakthrough. Possibly a counter attack here, but Walden is back. Nicely cleared. Almost followed by Alice. A demo to the Tob.
Don't worry, we've called him at least 5 different things, even though he's probably got the simplest name of all of them. But,
he really does. We had to make one up for one of these guys. I
yeah,
still feel
indeed.
like it's the best name in the game. You know,
It's definitely the best name we could have given him, I think. So credit to you on that one. But it's looking dangerous again. Walden managing to get it out, but Hypnotic and Tob double commit.
Nicely cleared away by Joel. Ooh, nicely got past.
Beautiful series of touches to take it past that defender, but
nice pass by Hypnotic to Tob.
Good shot.
Would have been nice to see a team play goal there, but not.
Walden was definitely in the right position, but that was a very, very good opportunity for Tob. Beautifully played.
Joel is putting out some great saves tonight. Definitely.
Well,
That's definitely showing they deserve to be in the Nationals right here.
Indeed, indeed. And the Rubber Duckies are definitely looking more on form at the moment, but we're still only 1 goal difference, and it could all be decided by just one slip up from the side of the Rubber Duckies.
30 seconds, still to play for.
It's a nice pass in from Tob, but Walden's on top of it. Good touch by Alice. Can they make something of this? Alice puts it into the middle. Walden's up for it, and it's a nice shot. He puts it down off the crossbar. Well played.
It's like Bath trying to take it over the crossbar. Oh, Alice clears it. Sorry. Walden straight into the bottom of the crossbar.
Great pass. Perfectly placed shot once again.
Very nicely done.
Showing that they're not going to give up the series this easily. That's all to play for. We're going to probably have to head into overtime now, thanks to that beautiful goal from Walden.
Although
but it's still very dangerous in front of their goal. It's a bit of a demo from Hypnotic. He flips it back over. Star-Lord in the right place, though. And that's going down.
And we're going into overtime.
Nice kickoff there from the Monkeys. Well played. Well read.
Pulling out a lot of demos here.
Indeed. Maybe feeling a little bit threatened after they had their victory snatched away from them very close to the end of the game.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a nice touch there. And yeah, that's good control between Star-Lord and Walden there, but unfortunately Hypnotic's in the right place again to stop them trying anything.
Ooh, a nice touch by Hypnotic. And well cleared away by Walden.
Star-Lord's put it in the middle, but unfortunately Hypnotic's already up.
Gotta say, I'm seeing some very good plays, both from Walden and Hypnotic.
They're both looking very solid this match round. This time round.
Great pass by Hypnotic and a nice shot by Joel, but not quite good enough to get past Alice.
Definitely. I think in the last game, oh my word, there it is. Nice shot from Hypnotic.
1 minute of overtime.
Hob gets a nice touch in off the wall, and Hypnotic puts it sideways.
Not
no
an easy
chance
angle there, but
very well played. That makes it currently 2-0 for the Rubber Duckies, although that one was very close.
we never know though. We could have a reverse sweep from Warwick here. They could just go on a great winning streak.
Indeed. And as we saw, Alice seemed to be performing very well against the Squirrels earlier. It seems to be Walden who's really shown himself for the Monkeys this time round. He's making consistent good plays and defense. They haven't managed to take a game yet, but they have been playing very well otherwise.
Yeah. Just depends how they're feeling mentally, you know, what kind of stuff is being said in their chats, and, you know, if anyone's tilted, you know.
Indeed, that's always a big problem, but I feel like they're very close. They're definitely close enough to take this. We could see a reverse sweep.
Hypnotic not too proud of those comments. Here we go. Game 3 underway. Bath win this.
We're going. It's a shot by Alice. It's beautifully placed.
What a very nice early shot there by Alice.
Very scary start for the Duckies there, but Tob was in the right place, kept his head, got it out. And now it looks like they have a chance instead. Nicely placed by Hypnotic, straight on the post, but Tob's going to try and put it into the middle here. Get it round their team. Fortunately unable to find his way through. It's starting to come out again. Oh, nicely hit by Star-Lord, straight into the centre for them.
Sadly,
but unfortunately, Walden. Yeah, Walden was too far across, unfortunately, and unable to get over.
We got a nice little rally starting to form here, from side to side, or from end to end. Popped up there.
Indeed.
Tob could not make a goal on it. Well received by Joel there.
Alice is taking control. Good aerial into the middle. Unfortunately, Hypnotic is the first one there. Shuts them down completely.
That was a nice little pass and play there by Joel and Tob.
Hypnotic's got a good chance, but
well cleared by Star-Lord.
He's trying it again, but at that angle you can't get enough power for a decent shot, really.
I feel like he was just keeping
very
it
dangerous though, and Alice puts it down perfectly. Very well played.
Very nice shot.
They managed to get a decent save on Star-Lord's shot, but unfortunately not a clear, putting Alice in a very good position to knock that one in.
1-0 to Warwick here. Exactly 2/3 of the game left to play. Nice little air dribble here by Tob. Passing it over to Warwick's side. Tob keeping it going, keeping the pressure on.
Very good wall play by him, and Hypnotic just unable to get there. Pulled in the right place. But Alice is now going to follow up. Now it's the Monkeys' turn to have another go, and they are putting the pressure on very quickly.
Only they had their third man there for that one.
It's a very close play that time round. But unfortunately, it looks like Walden's sticking very defensively at the moment, probably worried by the combination of Tob's beautiful double touches this time round and Hypnotic's strange angles.
Nice little touch there by Alice, but Hypnotic with the clear and no one to follow. Here we go. What can Warden do with this? Joel
fortunately drops it on Joel, unable to get there, but Alice has got a solid defense. Putting it up again, another touch, getting it out.
Alice is definitely pulling some great clears here.
I'm wondering where the I have to wonder where the Monkeys' second team is placed at the moment, because Alice is not by any stretch of the imagination a bad player.
Not at all.
And she seems to be playing just as well as the other two in there, if not better from time to time.
They may, Warwick might have spread out their good players amongst two teams.
Very, very true. They may have been able to do that, but looks like it rolled around the goal very awkwardly, leaving it a good touch for Joel to just tap it in himself.
So Alice's team actually got relegated from Nationals this week. So they're a national
Okay,
team, but...
okay. So yeah, they are probably a very similar to level to the Bath Rubber Duckies, if that's to be believed.
Oh, great. And Sirius has just informed me my team will be facing them next week.
Haha!
Great.
Well, if Alice's performance is anything to go by, I'm afraid you're going to need to try about 20 times harder than normal.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just the cameraman. That's Ryan's job.
Indeed. Well, we're looking at what teams we'll have to face, and there is a good chance we'll be facing the Salford Lions next time round. And while they weren't able to take a win in this, they've looked very good themselves. They've been able to pull off quite a few bits from the small amount we saw them.
Nice shot there by Star-Lord. Almost followed by Warden, but not quite. Yeah, I feel like Salford Lions would have gained some good experience from this. They might take home their replays and really study them and try to improve for next week.
Indeed, and they did suffer quite hard.
What a play by Hypnotic and Joel.
Insane positioning, perfect teamwork. Joel dropping it on the floor. Dropping it on the floor for Joel for a perfect sort of ground pinch, straight over the top of the Warwick defenders.
Very nice to see.
And now sitting at match point, the Rubber Duckies have taken control of the third game of this final. It looks like they've got space again now. Alice is the only one back. They managed to defend. They managed to rotate in, but there was definitely space there. It's a nice try, but unfortunately, Hypnotic misses it on the crossbar, allowing them to get a nice solid shot. Straight pass.
This is another one of these slow goals where it's just 57, just crawling in, realizing what mistakes were made.
Just sprinkle a little bit of salt on the enemy team. Make sure they're a little less confident, a little less sure of themselves.
I feel like Bath have to be a little, pretty confident. They've gone two games up this series, and one more goal by them could win them this tournament.
Yeah, they are one goal away from taking this scrimmage tournament right now, but I'd have to say it's still quite a hard fight for them. The Monkeys are still on point.
Warwick are not giving up. 11 seconds, maybe an overtime is coming in once more.
It's a nice dodge and clear by Walden, and Alice following it up after. I'm going to make sure this does not go into their goal and keep it to the ground for an overtime.
Overtime, so this is all to play for. If Bath score, they've won the series and the tournament. If it comes down to Warwick scoring, then we go into the fourth game.
It's nice control by Walden, and it looks like he might be able to get it into the middle, but unfortunately,
this is dangerous. Stars there and misses.
Very close, but unfortunately was slightly too high.
The pressure might have got to him there.
But Walden is making sure it doesn't go in.
Not with a great centre, cleared away by Alice, received by Joel, keeping it in their half. Almost dipped in, but Alice once again saving it.
And just providing a solid defense, taking multiple shots and not wavering whatsoever. Very well played there by the Monkeys. But now Joel's back in possession, and it looks like he's going up the wall. He's trying to get it around for his team, but I think that's an easy one for Alice, yeah.
He managed to pull Warden out of goal, but that was about it. Alice had it pretty safely there. Alice might be able to get a good counter-attack going here. I think Joel's going to almost in by
Very
Starlord.
nice try. Unfortunately, not quite the angle they needed. Nicely defended again by Alice. Alice is very, very good at those above goal saves by the looks of it. She's been constantly getting decent clears from that angle, stopping anything get in. And it looks like it's a chance for the Monkeys to push in, but unfortunately shut down by Joel pretty quickly.
Oh, a Joel with a shot, but he's going to need more power than that if he wants to get it past them. Or
very
maybe it's just a
dangerous
calculated play for Hypnotic.
That's it. Unfortunately, Starlord got a bad touch on that, sent it straight up, putting it in a very good position for Hypnotic. And we've seen the power of his aerials earlier on, and that just proves why they really deserve this. The Rubber Duckies taking it 3-0 in our final.
Well
What a
deserved
game.
a bath, I gotta say. They played well consistently throughout the night. Definitely some GGs there.
Yeah, GG's all around. I mean, it's been a pleasure watching everyone who's played.
Yeah.
But the Rubber Duckies, I mean, we followed them from the beginning. It looks like we picked the right horse.
I think we did.
They've just shown themselves.
It's very nice to watch. It makes me feel bad about how I play, but
Well, I'm gonna be watching over this again and again, going, oh, maybe I can learn something from this, but still unable to get anywhere near the level that these guys have been playing at.
Maybe we should save some replays, just so we can learn.
Indeed. Just watching it over from different camera angles.
I'm looking forward to seeing Bath in the Nationals now.
I feel like they could really perform. I mean, at the end of the day, we saw the team that got promoted third week into the Nationals. Almost, they took second spot, was it? Or third spot in the National Series straight away, despite being promoted in week 3 and therefore not being in the Nationals for the first of league play weeks. And I feel like the Duckies could pull off something very similar if they put their minds to it.
Yeah. Apparently, Durham won their first 2 matches.
Indeed, yeah, that puts them either third or fourth for the week in terms of national.
Oh,
which is
they
very,
lost
very
to
good.
Reading, or they would have been top.
Oh, there you go.
Ah, makes sense.
Very, very well played, honestly. And Duckies have shown themselves to be very confident, and they have very good teamwork. And we saw what happened to with Hypnotic, when he wasn't able to form in the third one. But when he has been on point, he's been basically unstoppable. They could do anything.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how those turn out.
Indeed. We're watching them perform. If they're streaming it, I might end up going back and watching over their streams in next week, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not sure which teams actually stream the NSE.
I stream ours, but we're not exactly the highest team, so
yeah, I stream ours, but then again, it's I'm mostly the personality of the team, and then
indeed. It's just, you gotta have the have the comedy there, otherwise you're getting no face value, I'm afraid.
Exactly.
So, but it has been good. So, been an absolute pleasure to watch these teams, and yeah, well done again to the Bath Rubber Duckies. Apparently, they are repeat winners for this season. They've taken it before, so that's right. They took the very first one, didn't they? Did you? I remember. The only scrims I've played in was the one they did before the first week had even started. They did a scrims tournament on this Friday or something before the first week. We played in that. We got put against the team that came second place straight away, but they got beaten by Rubber Duckies in the final. And I'm pretty sure they took the very first week.
Bath have won previously, and I believe Bath and Warwick teams have both been into actual tournaments, like for money. So definitely both strong teams, and it made
there's which team is it? Someone was saying about one team having an RLCS player on theirs.
Oh, I'm not too sure.
I'd heard about, maybe not RLCS, sorry, but a pro player, one team having an actual pro player on theirs.
Oh, well, if it's one team, then it's Sussex. Because we have Distan, who's RLRS.
Okay, fair enough.
And Tylacto. Lancaster have Tylacto.
Yeah, so, okay, so there are a couple then.
There's a few out there. I'm pretty sure there might be 4 or something like that.
I mean, at the end of the day, enter any tournament for money, you can call yourself a pro player, though.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm planning to do. Me and my lowly plat rank, I'll just enter some random paid tournament, and then I can go around calling myself a pro player.
If you win that gift card, you're a pro.
Yeah, true. Actual cash prize on the line. There you go.
There you go. All to play for. You got to get into that nationals and start earning those points. Although it could be all too late, If whoever's top right now is
yeah,
still
you
top.
have to get promoted this week immediately, and then immediately. I don't think the maximum you could then get would be 10 points. You wouldn't possibly reach it. I don't think so. No, we'll settle for something for hopefully coming somewhere near the top of Northern playoffs. So I think that'll be good for us.
Yeah, that'd be. What team are you again?
We're not spots.
Nozbots.
Knots.
Not.
Knots as in Nottingham.
Ah, I see what you did there. That makes sense.
Yes.
But why are you bots? Just because.
Well, because we play like bots, but
Ouch. That feels bad right there. To be fair, I like our team. Sussex Carball, it's very descriptive. In case we forget what we have to do.
Well, I mean, you should have. If you're gonna go for that, you should go for the whole thing, which is Sussex Supersonic Powered Battle Car.
I don't know if that would fit in a team name. We could have shortened it into a anagram.
Either way, well, yeah. Good luck to everyone who's played. I mean, good luck to you, man.
Yeah,
and,
you too, man. Good luck in your league.
Yeah, and we'll potentially